Welcome everybody to Arcanum Syndicate's continuation of the Vagabond game. And this is Demon Gate. This is episode 25. And I think this could be the beginning to season 2. The first 24 episodes can still be viewed, produced by Blades and Blasters, but we have moved this campaign over to Fridays at 7, the server, and I will be the GM. My name is Rogue. This is a system published by Arcanum Syndicate, and I'm the creator of the system. And if you'd like to check it out, then check out arcanumsyndicate.com or drivethroughrpg.com. You can find it there. So tonight we have playing with us Wanderer as Norgar, the Troll Templar, Matt as Emmy, a human monk, Friendly Fire as LR, the elf mage, and Aki as Denatriu, a dark elf scout. This is very sad music. I should have put on something happier.
Just because you know you got to kill us all. That's all.
Pretty much.
Everybody see the handout?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And should be on the scene over here of the marketplace.
Oh man, the last time in the marketplace. Well, this one.
It is the 19th of Deadwood, and the caravan is packing up. It's time for a change, and sometimes change can be good. It opens up a new avenue, new roads to travel. For the caravan, the company of the Timber Anvil, the road that awaits will be the Spice Road. So now the Vagabonds are finishing up, tying up the remainder of their loose ends to get ready to start a new adventure. What awaits them on the Spice Road? Many adventures for sure. Hopefully great stories and good friends. The camera pans across the villages outside of the wall. All of those who live in the poor areas outside of Northwater or in the farmlands. They live in the runoff of the city. Water from the sewers drops 50 to 100 feet from huge pipes and falls into the moat of the city. The camera pans over the wall to find the Vagabonds back in the market getting ready to leave. And for some, they're planning their new life and a new adventure that awaits in the winds of change. So the camera pans down into the marketplace, and what are you guys doing? What would you be up to?
So, I think Emmy, Wanderer had mentioned maybe doing just brief little kind of maybe intros for our characters just to get people reintroduced for season 2, you know.
Yeah.
Emmy today, she's got her kind of long, thick red hair tied up with a used piece of twine that she uses occasionally, normally before she goes into battle, because having your hair down in the middle of a fight doesn't make any sense. But she's got it tied up today and standing at about 6'10" above many of the people within the village, just in general. She kind of wanders around the market, gathering up some last minute supplies, just some extra like camping equipment, some extra food and feed for the ox that pull her wagon, plus the 2 garden carts that she now has attached to the back of it. Putting everything into a small burlap bag and slinging it over her shoulder. Wasn't sure when the next time they would be able to get to a town was, so she wanted to make sure that she was prepared. There's of course a small worry and a bit of hurrying on her case as she wanders through the market, as this is their last day but some of the people that they may have angered that are in the city, they think they are leaving in two. But Emmy worries that they might try to come after them before they depart. So even though her perception is not the greatest when it comes to dangers, she does keep her eyes out, looking for any elves who might be dressed in more clerical garb or anything along those lines.
Nice. And who's next? Who wants to go next?
I can go. Norigar, the troll Templar of the Maker, is one of the few people in the market who stands taller than Emmy. He's a hulking, if somewhat hunched, figure in heavy armor. But like Emmy, he cuts a slightly nervous figure, or at least apprehensive. He's after spending his early life in slavery, he then trained as a Templar, but then after that he spent all his life on the road. So the stay in Northwater that they've had has been the longest he's stayed in one place for some time, and he was able to, he felt, do some good here, helping repair a temple and trying to set something up to protect some trafficked women with Emmy. And he's happy to be on the road again because the city was a little bit too complex and too full of shades of grey for him. But like Emmy, he worries about will their enemies come for them. But in his case, he's mainly worried about will they come for those softer targets, the temple, the women. So he's reassuring himself that their allies that are staying in the city will take care of them, but he still feels a slight sense of guilt. But he's keeping himself busy.
Nice. And who would like to go next?
I've still got quite a bit of stuff written up for Donachi's appearance, so I might as well use some of that. Donachi would be pretty excited about the fact that it's finally the day to leave. Not for lack of enjoyment in his time at the city, although most of the enjoyment was from his companions. At the end of the day, it's still a city, and it still has its own grotesquities, or however you'd like to put it. He's never been able to quite adjust, so he's happy to be leaving, and now finally be able to really spend some time and get used to Banja, his new horse that was acquired during this stay. And time has passed with him training and riding in the woods, but now Banja will actually be able to see common use every day and meet the others of the group who have only heard the constant stories that Donatrio has spread about Banja, this amazing, loyal horse. But Donatrio himself is about 6 foot tall, a slightly willowy elf with deep maroon red hair and large earrings, hoops hanging down, and a small little soul patch. Donatrio is, well, some would consider fairly attractive for an elf, but particularly nothing special amongst some of the others that have come through the caravan, and certainly compared to others that are still amongst us to this day. But Donatrio is a complete mangled mess of equipment and gear. Although it's fairly tidy, it is still just so much that it's bound to kind of hang out and protrude from packs and pouches here and there. All kinds of different traps and hunting gear. In particular, the new stinger traps designed with the help of blacksmith are hanging from his belt and pack, prepared to launch large iron spikes into whatever is so unfortunate as to find its way into their path. But yeah, Denatru goes about preparing Banja his cloak and rather light clothing and armor. Not a tough character, Denatru. But Denatru goes about preparing Banja alongside the others, making sure everybody's ready. The path has already been scouted and prepared, so...
Nice. And friendly?
Hellar is an Eldrin, very thin and frail. He looks like he was probably handsome at some point before whatever it was that wasted away his body took hold. Those who know him know that he is a miraculous survivor of the Pale Plague, which is an abomination that has ravaged Koth. Hellar is in the tavern room that he shares with Histrelan, poring over some books and notes, trying to scribble the last few bits of research he can before he has to leave Northwater and leave its libraries behind. Although he had, for many years, looked forward to visiting Northwater and seeing its academies and its libraries, unfortunately, Northwater was not what he had hoped. The glittering spires and towers hid a rotten underbelly that was leprous with thievery, slavery, and black necromancers and their cultists. And he is looking forward to being on the road again. With the wagon that Emmy so graciously purchased, and with the oxen that he has recently acquired to pull it, he's looking forward to hopefully finding a bit of peace outside Northwater's walls.
Nice. And have you any plans about that book that you carry?
Yeah, we were going to, I believe, go and speak with Kaleem the Red.
Okay. So we'll probably do that here pretty soon. Enif walks up out of the crowd, and I put Banja there. You probably, since you've gathered Banja
Nice.
from the stable, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Banja as well is, of course, as seen in the image, this kind of slightly sleek, striped and streaked horse of this sort of mottled brown, red, and black, covered in this incredibly ornate reptilian scale armor that forms these swirling patterns over the horse. It's I forget the way you say it. It's the Sakudroth or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Sharfine designed armor that is made of scale and hemp and is waterproof, which is very nice for travel. And of course, on top of that, though, sits two small backpacks and a sack over top. Amidst hang various other pieces of equipment. All of the packs are quite clearly full, and other tools and equipment dangle in other places on Banja around the saddle and such. But aside from that, Banja is clearly a well cared for horse.
Enif walks up out of the crowd and smiles over towards Emmy, but she steps towards Banja and pets Banja and says, "She's beautiful, brother.
I know, right?
I'm sure you're looking forward to taking her back on the road."
So much. It's been how long now? Too long. I miss
Yes.
it a lot. I mean, it's not so bad in the city, but At least when we have proper company, but you know how it is. Old memories, though. I'm still much more comfortable on the road in the woods.
We did miss that meeting with the fellow that was interested in the book.
Somehow I think that's for the best. I have this ominous feeling that it would have caused a lot more trouble than we were ready for.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And she smiles and she says, "Oh, I've been meaning to give this to you, but I just hadn't found the time yet. But it's something I found in one of those shoulder bags."
Oh.
And she pulls out a rune for you, something that you would enjoy.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna let you pick a rune that you like. Because it would be definitely shared between you two, and she would know what you'd like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I assume there's a price limit, or?
No. Go ahead and pick
What?
something that you like.
Don't say that to Aki.
What?
Yeah, boy. This is what you get for being best friends with the thief.
the best NPC there ever was. Yeah, you're right.
And it is just so fucking good.
You just written
$100.
you've just written a blank check to Aki the System Breaker Roast.
No.
I can't.
There's a
believe
thing.
this. I got a ring, a little ring, and he gets a fucking ruin. What is Natalia?
They're blood relatives.
She does keep it like really quiet though when she gives it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean he's one way or another it's something amazing, and he's utterly taken aback, right? Because I mean he really didn't expect this. He had mentioned the fact that he had all three of these stinger traps he made designed specifically with rune slots so that they could be modified in the future. His funnies on this, after it triggers, it teleports right back to him for him to set it up again if need be. So having really cool backups and stuff like this is just amazing. So he looks down at the rune. Goodness, you shouldn't have. This is a lot.
She smiles and she says, "Well, I felt bad that we don't spend enough time together anymore."
Inez, you've been with Emmy. It was normal. It's okay. But I'm glad to be spending time with you. And this is really nice. Thank you.
I'm sure you'll get tired of me on the road. I'll be bugging you a lot.
Never, you know that. I wouldn't know how to get past, just about anything without you.
She smiles and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
And he pulls her in for a proper hug and tosses her back over towards Emmy, pushes her in that direction. No, go have fun and get ready. We have to be on the road soon.
She giggles and walks over to meet Emmy. And big smile. She jumps up on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a perception check really quick to see if she notices. I don't think she.
Okay, yeah, let me roll in a
Any
concealment.
perception check.
Yeah. A 5. That's good for her.
Not bad, Lizzie.
No. So Emmy is very much startled by the fact that all of a sudden Inathia just kind of like comes up out of nowhere. She manages to keep hold of all the items and everything that she had been holding, but she jumps back as Inathia jumps up on her. She says, Hey, Edith. What's going
Sis-
on?
Where are you going? Do you
Whoa.
need any help?
Always. I'm just shopping around, just getting some more stuff and whatnot. What's going on with you?
Says, oh. Wait a minute, there's this... Where's that music coming from? Jesus. There we go.
I mean, it sounded great.
She says, oh, I was just wrapping up a few last-minute things.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna put the rest of this. I think I've got everything now. I'm gonna put it in the wagon, and I think we're almost ready to go now. Which is nice. I mean, I kind of want to get out of Northwater, get going.
Yes, it will be nice to get on the road.
Have you seen Eller anywhere? There's something I've been meaning to ask him. I have this spell that I need casted, and I wanted to see if he can do it for me. I mean,
Yeah.
Delius has been really busy lately with the kids, so I haven't been able to ask him.
Yes, he has. I haven't seen him some time, but I did see LR.
Oh, good.
And she starts to look around. What's LR up to?
Yeah, I think Eller would still be in his room. He's cautious about leaving, with that book, and, clearly 5 people wasn't enough to take it from him last time, so how many are they going to send next time?
Yeah. And so she says, I think he was in the tavern. I think he might be still in his room.
Perfect. I mean, we gotta go back that way anyway for the wagons, so might as well head back.
Indeed. I'll come with you.
All right. Emmy puts a free arm kind of around Inathia's shoulders and pulls her in, and idly, because she's put it on her left hand. I would say on her pinky finger on her left hand. She's got that ring that Inathia gave her, and she's idly kind of spinning it with her thumb.
She looks at it and smiles. And what's Norgar doing right now?
Yeah, he's been making his way through the market. He wants to feel like he's moving in the direction of leaving, but he's still feeling a little bit ambivalent. So kind of shown in the fact that he's very poorly through the crowd, direction of the other, but not pushing his way through the crowd. He's not prone to do that anyway because he doesn't like to throw his considerable weight around. But now he's almost dawdling. But eventually he does make it there, and looks around to see who he can see. I don't know if he'll have missed the others.
Yeah. At about the time that you notice Denatriu and Ineth and Emmy, you notice Sir Victor Vaught is walking towards you. He does have a big smile on his face, which is kind of unusual. You don't see him smile too often. And he says, Norgar, how are you today? You ready to leave?
Oh, Sir Victor. Yeah. Yes, I am. And he's trying to sound very confident, but his eyes do look a little bit, a little bit torn, a little bit doubtful. He says, yes, it's time to leave. It's been good here, but cities are too complicated for me.
And he nods, and you can tell he's got something on his mind. Almost to the point where he was gonna cut you off, And he's like waiting for you to finish, and nodding. And then he's like, Well, I got some good news, and we made some good coin, and got
Yeah.
we got yeah,
So you, yeah.
uh, yeah,
Other people.
One sec.
Breaking up.
Everyone's like breaking up right now. Oop.
Okay, so that was just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me leave and come back.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Seems like
I'm gonna try to go to another region really quick.
Yeah, I was just seeing a really poor ping time on the.
Okay, maybe that'll work. Change regions.
Oh,
Oh.
is that working now?
That sounds like it.
good on my end.
Yeah, it's okay to me.
Okay. I'll just say again what he said.
Thanks.
So he says, well, we got sponsored. We made some good coin, and from the bank guild, I was able to bring in some good pay. So I would like to talk to you and your people. Perhaps maybe meet me in the tent before we pack it up. Whenever you can get everyone together, just come on into the tent
Right.
and we'll have a good talk. I've got a proposition for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll get the smart people there. He's smart. Yeah, Emmy knows what to do as well. Yeah, we'll get everyone together. And Norrigar sort of nods and says, we'll talk later. And turns and looks round for any of the others that he can see.
Cool. He smiles and kind of pats you on the elbow, and then he hurries off again. Yeah, and you can see Demetrio and Ineth and Emmy.
Great, I'll head over there. As Norrigar walks up, he says, "Oh, Emmy, Inith, Demetrio." He's I don't think he's met Demetrio on camera before, but I'm sure they've kind of met off camera because they've
They've probably had quite a few interactions, I imagine, around Emmy and Ineth in particular, because obviously he's around Ineth more than anyone else, really. And I think Norgar's pretty influential amongst the leadership anyway, so I figure you'd probably be one of the people there when Donatru gives scouting reports and stuff. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have noticed that Norrigar tends to defer to Emmy and Delius quite a lot, and these days to Elar as well. He sees himself more as a doer and not much of a planner. So, yeah, but he's pleased to see you, and he nods. He's, look, I know we're all busy getting ready, but Sir Victor, he's just came up to me and, well, he's looking pretty pleased, and he says he wants to talk to us about something. He wants to make some kind of proposition.
Donatru looks a bit concerned. He's got Banjo to the side, holding the reins. He looks to Ineth and Emmy. And sorry, was Alar over here or?
No, Ella's in the inn.
Okay, thought so.
I mean, Emmy kind of shrugs her shoulders. That says, I mean, if he wants to meet, I mean, I gotta drop off some stuff at the wagon, and maybe we can grab Eller on the way.
Yeah, I think we should grab everyone we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. I
What?
can grab Ella if you're doing stuff.
Oh, Emmy
I think
looks at
I'm all ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can drop off the stuff to my wagon if you want to go grab LR Norgar. He's she looks down to Inathia and says, I think he's in he's in his room, right?
He's in the room. Last door down the hall on the right.
And then in Norigar, in what he thinks is a kind of low voice, says to Emmy, I mean, that way if I go and get him, you can take a bit longer at the wagon. And then gives the most appalling wink you've ever seen. He's trying to be like knowing, and it just doesn't look right. And then he gives her this sort of attempt at a conspiratorial smile, and then heads off looking very pleased with himself towards the inn.
Amazing. I have this image in my head that he winks not the right eye, but the right half of his face, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe he
Like the whole right side kind of leans a little bit into it too.
maybe he starts closing one eye and the other one closes as well. And yeah, who
It
knows?
just doesn't work out. Amazing.
He's a novice winker. And yeah, he'll head into the inn. He's looking a lot happier now.
Professional
and-
wanker. And Emmy
Yeah.
just kind of watches Norgar go, nods, and looks over to Inathia and says, well, I don't really think that we have time for that, because we're leaving today, right?
We are, yes. She smiles. But there was always time.
Yeah.
She,
Well, you know how I was mentioning the whole, that I'm kind of afraid that those, like, high priest elves are gonna come after us. Maybe wait until we, like, leave the city, before that.
she smiles. Good idea.
Yeah. Also, I think the kids are getting ready and packing up in the wagon, so that might be a bit inappropriate.
She smiles and shakes her head, and camera pans up into the window of the tavern, where into LR's room. What's LR doing right now?
So he's probably looking out the window and scratching Toko in the spot that they like behind the ears, sort of watching the crowd.
Yeah, you can feel this. I would probably say like a dark feeling of maybe worry, maybe anxiety about this book. And it just creeping into your thoughts constantly at this point. Hard to forget about, even if you're sitting there and having a drink, or even if you're like eating a meal. It's kind of always creeping in.
So I think LR would once again sort of look to where it's at on the table and feel that compulsion to open it up and just peruse a few pages, and she's trying to resist that urge.
Just so everybody knows what we're talking about, the book itself on the outside seems to hold these ancient elven writing and design, but it looks very angelic. Even inside, it looks almost like a divine spell book. But now that you know the truth about it, and now that you've had it with you all this time, you feel like there's a darker purpose to it. Maybe this is all a lie. And are you looking at it right now, did you say?
Yeah, so I think it's sort of there on the table, surrounded by sort of the notes and that he's made on it, and the bits of research that he's done on the book itself. But the book is closed, but he keeps almost like you know, a junkie or whatever. You know, he keeps looking at it and thinking, you know, like I'll just peek at a few pages, you know, and he's trying to fight that urge.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make a willpower check.
You got it.
It's just the Necronomicon. Oh no.
Yeah, definitely. Want to check out the inside.
Yeah, so it's sort of the thought that crosses his mind is, you know, it's better to know your enemy. I don't want to live in darkness. So he'll go and he'll sit down and kind of look over his shoulder, and then open it up and have a look.
When you open it up, you see something you haven't seen before. You see the picture of Hook's eye, and you see some writing that you, for some reason, you can understand some of it now. And it talks about the power that it holds. The eye, if you only touch it, it will join with you and give you the power and share it with you. And all of these pieces that need to be collected and they need to be brought together to make you like this unstoppable entity, you know. So as you're starting to read more of it, it's like even kind of just pulling you in more, you know. You want to learn more about it, and then you start to realize that you can read one of these spells. So perhaps you might be able to learn this spell if you study it more. It seems to be a divine spell, actually, but it does seem to hold like dark divine magic.
Well, we are going to be on the road for a long time. That would give me plenty of opportunity to study it.
And at about that time, there's a knock on the door. Norgar, you're outside.
Are
Yeah.
you sure you wouldn't think it was suddenly a thunderstorm?
Ow.
So Norigar's knocking on the door and saying, Ida! Ida! You in there?
So after being interrupted, LR sort of snaps to as though he were coming out of a reverie, and slams the book closed and says, Ori, give us a moment then. And he, you know, sort of knocks over the chair, trying to get to the door quickly. And once he opens the door, you can see that he's sort of sweating, you know, beads of perspiration on his forehead, and he looks unwell, which is not always unusual for LR.
Norigar sees the beads of perspiration and takes completely the wrong message from it and says, Hello, Ida. Say hi to Idrillon for me. And gives him one of his terrible winks. And then says, look, I've come with a message. I mean, I don't want to interrupt anything, but Sir Victor wants to meet us all before we go on the caravan. He wants to tell us something.
Anything for nothing, but do you know what it is that he wants to talk to us about?
No, he said a proposition.
Oh, aye. Ori, just just let me collect my things then, so, and I'll give us a moment. Oh, and then, you know, LR starts to close the door and then thinks better of it and says, "Oh, There's not here. Come on in."
Oh, all right. And he comes in, and then he looks around the room, and he only sees the monkey, and then he kind of looks across Ilar and the monkey, and you can see him thinking, "No, no, you're not feeling well then, Ilar."
Just so worried, like those fellas at the Cathedral of Divinities. The one, his aura's dark. They sent people for us, for me specifically for that, and he points to the book on the table, and he says, "I'm afeared what they'll do if they get their hands on it."
I don't think Norrigar had heard this until now, actually, had he? So, because he's been off doing other things, so he's a bit worried. And he says, "Someone at the cathedral with her. Dark aura. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. What's the
no
book?"
do I.
And he goes
What's the
over
book?
as if he's going to open the book. Decidedly.
Un momento, por favor.
Sure.
LR leaps and says, "No, don't touch it!" And he snatches it up, and holds it protectively, and says, "It's so dangerous."
How did that look to Norrigar?
I would say
he's not super perceptive, but if it was kind of obviously off, he'd have noticed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you've really seen LR run to grab things up and be possessive of them ever. So.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to do a quick. Rogue, any idea what would be a suitable role for me to work out if Norrigar senses something off?
I would say perception.
Just perception. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You might consider giving yourself a bonus because LR specifically asked you to carry the book at one point.
That's true. He did. I'd forgotten that.
Sure, yeah, give him a 3.
Okay.
That was definitely obvious. Weird behavior.
Okay. Not great, but not awful by Norrigar standards. So what do you reckon, Rogue? Seven?
Well, I would definitely say you notice something's off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell, but something that was weird.
Yeah, and he's not sure if this sort of sweating's anything to do with it, but he knows Norrigar that LR often looks sick, and he looks at him with some concern and says, "Are you all right there, LR?"
Ooh, aye, canny.
Well, you say that, but you're acting odd and you're sweating.
Well, anything for nothing, but they've already sent people to kill us for this once before. So, imagine they'll try to twak it from us again.
Why do they want it?
Well, the reason they says they want it and the reason that they actually want it are two different things. They says they want it because they want to protect me from it. That it'll corrupt me, and I'm not strong enough to understand it. But that's not the truth of it. We've discovered that this book here, it has to do with the Eye of Edgehook and that whole cult that's just rotting its way through all of Northwater. So that fella in the Cathedral of Divinities, he doesn't want it to protect it. He wants it because he also wants the Eye of the Edgehook from Kaleem. He doesn't trust Kaleem at all. Thinks he's a Raji.
Norrigar doesn't get all of the references, but he nods. Says, "I think I know what needs doing, Illa. You need to burn that bloody thing. It's evil. That way, none of the bastards get hold of it. Can't corrupt you. They can't do all their nasty stuff with it. It's gone. Bang. Cleansed in the flame."
LR will say, hi. I've canned on that. But, well, okay, so, and LR will put the book back down on the table and flip to that page that he was just looking at, and he'll say, this here, as you can see, this passage, it references the Edgehog's Eye, but this is a divine spell. So I'm wondering if the reason that they're saying that it's gonna corrupt me is because it's gonna talk about this here, the Eye of Edgehog, and through learning that, then I'll be tempted to lay hands on it. But what if these divine spells? What if they're protection magics to keep the thing safe from others, to prevent it, perhaps even to remove it? Maybe that's why that cult had it in the first place.
You notice as he's kind of pointing out here and here, Norigar is pointedly looking the other direction. I'm not looking at anything like that. No. I don't know, Ella. What you're saying makes sense, but I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like it's making you act weird already. I don't know. We should talk to Emmy and Dilius and the smart people. Well, you're one of them, but you might be getting sick. Come on, let's go talk to him. You can't do this by yourself.
I think we should take it to Colleen the Red. He has the Eye of Edgehog. Perhaps he knows more. He could tell us. Perhaps those two, the book and the eye, need to be together.
Norigar sort of frowns and scratches his chin and says, I don't know, I heard some bad things about Kalim. Well, his cult. They said they sacrifice people. I don't want to be dealing with someone like that or giving him anything powerful. I've never met him, but I don't like that stuff. Come on, let's talk to Emmy. Emmy knows stuff. She's not book smart, but she's sensible.
And LR, when you looked at the book again, it was only like for a brief moment while you were explaining stuff to Norgar. But you did see a passage in there that you need the eye to be able to read the true powers of the book.
Oh dear. Okay.
So that in itself is like, kind of an inspiration for you to want to get the eye. I think he would feel that maybe going to Kalim and taking him up on his offer could be that way to get it.
Okay.
We'll say you guys head down.
Yeah. I'll pack up the book and the notes, the research notes that I have on it.
While you're getting packed up, Norigar's feeding Toko. He keeps feeding him unhealthy treats. Trust me.
This is the best kind.
Always.
If you guys are cool, we jump to the scene in the tent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, everybody got sight there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking Sybil, what the fuck are you doing here? No!
So you guys all meet up. And you meet up back in the marketplace and then head into the tent. Inside the tent, it's nice and cozy. You see Servault has been set up in here quite well, for the entire week or 2 weeks that you guys have been here. It's been a while. I can't remember exactly how long off the top of my head. But there's a couple of guards in there too. And you do see Sybil. She's like sitting there all comfortably, leg propped up on a chair, and she's just got like a smile on her face when she looks over to you. I mean, when you come in, uh, kind of like a cocky grin almost.
I think Emmy
And
will just wave at her like a very friendly. There's no cockiness to it, but she'll give like her a friendly wave. She thinks that they're cool now.
yeah, and
Now, did Denatri know Sybil in particular? I don't think Denatri's actually encountered her much, if at all.
Just been skulking around the caravan.
yeah, I don't know if you talked to her much, but you would definitely
he's
have
not
seen
talked
her.
to most of the, other, at least not in game, right? Like,
Yeah.
narratively, of course. But
Yeah, that's true. We'll say you've definitely, if you want to, you could have, traded
I
some
imagine
words
he
with her.
probably knows most people pretty well. Not necessarily is close with them, but knows of them, given his
Yeah.
perceptive capabilities.
Yeah. So she smiles and nods to a few of you, even to your Denatrius. But Victor is like packing stuff up in his in his chest, and he has a map laid out on the table, and you can see he's been marking the trail all the way to Wormfire, which is, let's check real quick. I think you guys all have view in here.
Yes.
Thick map.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this is a big map. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if you zoom all the way out and then back in, that usually helps with me.
So yeah, if you guys are here, like each hex is a day, right? So you guys are going to take the Spice Road all the way. And he says, well, thanks for coming in. I just wanted to have a quick meeting with you and talk about some things. I had a proposition. We did well. We did well here in Northwater and made some money. But I was thinking that perhaps I could hire you all on as proper guards of the caravan. And,
Wait. And Emmy kind of raises her hand and says, "We weren't before." Oh.
Well, you were, of course, but I didn't pay you very well for it. I was
Okay.
thinking maybe some coins per day.
Oh, I thought. Emmy kind of scratches her head. I thought you paid us pretty well. I mean, if you want to pay us more, that's nice. That's cool. I'm not gonna argue against it.
He smiles and he says, "Well, we did get some good funding, and I felt a little happy about it. To maybe share the joy. You've all done well to help guard the caravan thus far, and I felt perhaps maybe I needed to just convey my appreciation for your services and keep you on board. I don't know if any of you are planning on staying in the city here in Northwater or what, but you see here on the map, it's going to be 3 weeks to travel to the 9 Towers. We could have headed north to the Crimson Citadel, but it's just a prison there. Not much to see, but in the 9 Towers, there's a good market there, and we've got some spellcasters in the caravan. They'd be happy to check out the place, I'm sure."
That sounds interesting.
I mean, I'm not really speaking for all of us here, but I'm pretty sure most of us want to get out of Northwater at this point, and head out. So I know you have the 4 of us.
Dorogon nods.
All right then. Should be about a month's time to Wormfire, and if you wish to sign on for that, at least to Wormfire, I'd love for you to sign the contract, and I could make sure you get some payment in silver per day.
Of course, you know how it is with me. I wouldn't do well outside of a caravan. And besides, all my friends are here.
Emmy looks over to Nacho and gives a big wide smile. And she'll kind of put an arm around him and bring him in for a little side hug. And just say, yeah, I'll sign up to Wormfire.
And, he smiles and he nods.
Wormfire it is then. Where do I make my mark? Because Northwater can't read and write.
Yeah, he says, right here. And he puts the book out there. You can see several people have signed and stuff. You see Sybil's name. It's one of the last ones in there. And he gives you the quill and ink.
Northwater really doesn't. You just see
Oh,
the
yeah. For those who can read.
Yeah. So, yeah, Northwater goes and makes a big X. And then he remembers one thing he actually learned from Marty before Marty sadly died was how to make the first letter of his name. He puts an X and next to it he very painstakingly makes a lopsided N and nods and then kind of looks up as if he's, he's obviously looking at the ceiling of the tent, but he looks up as if he's looking up at the sky and kind of nods.
LR will look the contract over and will actually take the time to read it. Looking for things like how many hours per day are we expected to work, and if they're hazard pay and things like that.
Yeah, it's not like a terribly in-depth contract either. You can tell that he's not well versed in the in the art of it, but it does say that they plan on paying you like 3 silver per day, and it's not like guard duty where you'll be forced to stand outside or stand watch or anything. It seems like pretty lax. You'd be doing what you'd be doing normally or what you were doing, but it does kind of ask for you to not leave the people or run off and leave the caravan.
Okay.
And it kind of constricts you to the caravan until you reach Wormfire.
So then LR, after reading it, will say, alright, we'll find it. Those I can help protect. Those that I care about. On a bit of coin. Never hurts. Oh yeah, alright then. And LR will sign it.
Emmy will take a look at the contract as well. She doesn't read much of it. She still kind of struggles with reading. But she's taken what Marty has taught her. A lot of it and some of the extra stuff. I think Faustine has helped her a little bit too. And she kind of goes over it. There's a bit of a hesitation when she sees it's all the way to Wormfire because she knows that potentially Delius will be leaving the caravan, maybe, depending on his daughter. But I think knowing that Donatru's continuing, knowing that probably means Inathai is continuing as well, is that pull. But I think the tipping point is her brother, and she will sign her name as well.
And that spell, still has to be cast soon.
Mm.
And if we'll take it after you, and like really quickly, and hand it to whoever is next. But Sybil smiles. It looks like she was almost waiting for you to, Emmy, to to sign the paper, And she gets up and she says, well, I'll be happy to accompany you to the rest of the way to Wormfire.
Emmy nods towards Sybil with a smile, and she says, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a few days. How are you feeling?"
I'm doing well, actually. We should have another drink.
Well, I mean, you're the one who's drinking. But, I mean, occasionally, I do, if Inathaya can convince me to. But yeah. She, looks over to Enith and smiles.
You notice Enith's eyes are, very oddly cautiously, watching Sybil. And,
I think Sinatra is definitely picking up on something going on here, and he's like, is everything all right?
Well, I mean, yeah, also... we'll talk about it later. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it right now. We're just signing contracts.
Sybil says, yes, well, I must have remembered it wrong. I thought you had a drink with me. I did have a little too many, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm glad you're okay.
Norrigar steps up behind Emmy's shoulder and glares at Sybil and says, "Is this lady bothering you?"
What? No. It's okay. We're cool now. Right? She looks over to Sybil.
Sybil's eyes widen as Norgar stands there and says that, and then she says, of course, everything's fine. I'll see you later. She seems to get a little uncomfortable, and everybody kind of, all your friends staring at her.
Everyone's glaring at her except Emmy, who's just like, yeah.
Sinatra's just confused. He's like, what's going on? He knows that something's up the moment Norgar's like,
Yeah, Norrigar doesn't really feel protective of Emmy in combat, apart from he worries about her running up and taking on 12 people at once. But he, with Sybil, he does a bit because he thinks that he doesn't really know what's going on. He thinks that Sybil's somehow bullying Emmy. So he's a little bit protective.
Big bully.
He doesn't understand.
Yeah, Sybil was like, nope, and then took off out the tent flap. So Vought also kind of raises an eyebrow and takes notice of that anyway. But he doesn't say anything. He says, well, thank you for signing on. I guess that'll be all then. We'll be leaving within a few hours.
Oh, good. Hey, did you ever find that coin purse of yours?
No, I did not,
Oh, well, how much were you missing?
It was a good 30 gold coins.
You know what? Emmy is gonna reach into her bag and she takes it like a smaller bag and she's actually gonna put 30 coins in that and give it to Victor. Just say, I don't know where it went or anything or who took it, but I mean, I feel like you might need this too. So here.
What? Oh no, I couldn't take that from you.
That's okay.
Where did you get all this coin?
We earned it. We killed a bunch of cultists.
I have heard that you've been busy.
Yeah. I mean, use it to, improve some of the stuff with the caravan, or if we can get any more wagons before we leave for some of the other people who have been walking. Actually, that's not enough to get things. I don't know. Just use it for whatever.
I don't feel right taking the coin from you. I couldn't take this.
Okay. And she'll like give it to Inathia, and then she'll like whisper to Inathia, be like, "Can you like sneak this into his pocket?"
She nods and smiles.
Thanks.
And he seems like flabbergasted, and looks over at the guards who are just kind of smiling. And he says, I had no idea that you made so much money. I guess Northwater wasn't so bad for you either. I had heard that Noragar, you started to fix some church up over by the docks.
Yeah, well, they let it get a bit run down, and then these cultists moved in, and it was bad. But yeah, there's people there that needed help. So now they've got a church to help them. Just what you do, right?
You all are very good folk. It'll be good to have you around. And he looks over to Denatriu and he's like, and I'm sure you'll keep everyone fed with your hunting skills.
I think it's Peef that'll be doing most of the hunting, but I actually just have finished up some new traps for, well, of course, deer, but really, I was thinking of starting fishing. We'll see how it goes. One way or another,
Fishing.
yes, though. Plenty of food.
And he smiles and nods. And he says, well, I'll see you soon. We'll gather up at the gate. Same place we came in. Well, I suppose that's the only gate out of the city.
Yes. And I think was Denachi taking our Minotaur friend out the side exit and meeting them outside the city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the sewers. And those big pipes. Remember the picture I showed you there in the beginning? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes. As mentioned, I'll be meeting you out ahead, a bit away from the city.
Do you tell Vaught about that at all? Or are you going to keep that?
That he's sneaking the one dude out?
Yeah.
Probably not. Unless the others want to. I mean, Denachu has assumed that they're not, so he hasn't mentioned it.
Yeah. Yeah. You do notice like Vaught has a symbol on his armor that shows that he's loyal to Theed and that he's from that land. I'm pretty sure you guys would have caught on to it from his accent, although I don't do it that any justice. But his it's almost like a like a Gaelic type of inspired tongue almost. But you guys originally signed on in Dragon Guard, but so you don't know the full story about Vaught, of course, but you do take notice of that he does wear that Thedian symbol.
Hey, Vaught, what's your full story now?
Yeah. So, where do you guys want to go from here?
I think
I suppose.
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say once we exit the tent, Emmy is gonna look over to LR and say, we don't have to do it now or anything. We can do it on the way. But I had a favor to ask, if possible. And she produces a scroll from kind of one of the backpacks that she has.
Oh, what's this then?
It's some sort of message spell. I can't cast it, of course. But it's to contact my brother who's in Wormfire.
Oh, so I suppose you want me to read that over then?
Yeah. I think I have to like dictate what I want you to Like, or do I think I write something down, and then give it to you, and you cast it, and like a bird comes or something and picks it up. I don't know. Kaleem helped make this for me. But I just want to let him know that, you know, I miss him, and that I'm on my way.
LR, you could make a thaumaturgy check if you want to know what spell she's talking about.
Sure.
Oh, see, I know exactly what the spell is.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the best spell.
Yeah, that last campaign.
I used it so much.
Yeah, it did get used a lot. And then I found out that I should have done a little more technical writing on it too, because it was like, oh, well, we can use this spell to like find people, you know, where they're at.
I wonder who thought of that.
It was a good idea. So LR, you would definitely know the messenger spell, or what she's talking about anyway. You don't have that spell, do you?
I do not.
Okay, but with that thaumaturgy roll, you would definitely know that it's given. It kind of summons like a messenger crow or raven, whatever, and then you will have written what you want that message to say. And it appears that he's created it in a way that it'll hunt down the target for, you know. So she will have to write that down. It'll be a one-way type of thing, though. That message.
All right. So Ella will say, well, he'll unroll the scroll and look at it and say, "Oh, Connie. So yeah, Kaleem then he made this for you."
Emmy nods pretty enthusiastically and says, yeah, he did.
Both cannily written. So can you write?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Oh, fine. So simple, like just write whatever message you want, and
Yeah.
I'll read this bit of magic then, and a bird, or yeah, looks like a bird, will be summoned, and we'll just fix the message to it, and it'll take it to your brother straight away. I mean, the bird will have to fly there, so I don't know how far away he is, but it's never gonna miss, provided your brother's living. Oh, of course your brother's living. Oh, sorry,
Emmy
I
looks
didn't.
really concerned and upset by that.
And LR gets really flustered, you know, and starts wheezing and has a little asthma attack. He's trying to apologize, but he's just
Oh, it's okay.
and has to sit down.
Do be careful. I say that. It's not like he can be. Is it
Oh.
really?
Here,
If
let me write
if the
something.
bird and it's like if the bird returns with a message, then something would be wrong.
Can I tell that from my thaumaturgy roll and the message and reading, like, looking over the scroll?
Yeah, you would definitely think something would be wrong.
Oh, okay, so the messenger will return if it is unable to deliver the message for whatever reason.
You've never heard of him returning, though.
Okay. So how would LR say that? Once he's able to catch his breath, you know, he wipes the blood away from his lips and says, "Oh, Henny, I didn't mean to see that anything was wrong with your brother. No, I just meant that it's the magic's always going to work. It's always going to find him. He's going to get the message for sure. That's what I was trying to say. I didn't think about the way it came out. I've had a lot on my mind."
It's okay. We can do it when we're like outside the city. I have to write the message anyway. But thank you. It means a lot.
Oh, happy to do it for you. And I've got some fancy inks and some nice quills and some good parchment. And so if you want, yeah, you can come up to my room and so I can help you with that if you like.
Yeah.
We can put out some nice ink, something that's really gonna, you know, a parchment that's really gonna take the ink and hold it well, and we can seal it with a nice wax. And maybe your fancy new ring you got, you can press your seal on it closed. It'll be all fancy, like tie it with a bit of ribbon maybe.
Emmy again plays with the ring on her left pinky finger with her thumb, and smiles, says, "Yeah, we can do that. I just gotta think about what to say and whatnot. There's a lot of words that I wanna, compact together. Not along. I don't want to send him like a book. I don't think a bird can carry a book.
Like a letter's worth, perhaps.
Yeah, I've heard they can like a letter's worth or a ledger's worth, not a ledger. I've heard birds can carry coconuts, but I don't know if that's true.
Oh, aye, they grip it by the husk.
How do they grip by the husk? Isn't it kind of slippery?
Why would it be?
I don't know. I've never seen a coconut in my life. I just heard of these things.
Norrigal says, "What's a coconut? I mean, nuts aren't very big, right? They're
True.
little." And he says, like, holds his finger about walnut size apart and goes, "It's not a big deal."
Denatru smiles. I think you say that, Norgar, but I think, well, actually, I guess for you, coconuts would be about right.
Norrigal has no idea, so he just shrugs.
Kaleem's a powerful sorcerer, so who knows how big a bird he can get, but yeah, should probably hold it to just one piece of parchment.
I've got to say, I don't trust the man. I've never met him, but I heard bad things about that cult of his. Human sacrifice and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Just saying.
I don't think he's
Anything for nothing, but I haven't found a cult yet in Northwater that I have much use for.
Right? Exactly.
True. So should we get ready to go?
But Norrigal, that does bring up a good point. And if you have heard that his cult is, well, they're into human sacrifice and whatnot, perhaps he's not the best one to be holding on that Eye of Edgehook after all. Perhaps his plans for it are ill.
He's got it, has he?
Aye.
Oh, I don't like that. I mean, and Norrigal looks a bit concerned and confused and looks across at Emmy and just, I mean, I haven't met him. Do you trust him?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the safest to keep it with. He asked us to take it. Remember? I don't know if you remember, but he asked us to take it. And like give it to someone else for him, but we agreed not to take it because it's gonna put our caravan in danger, and we don't want to endanger the children or anyone else.
Right,
Nothing.
right.
I believe we were thinking at the time that because those cultists of Aramis, the ones who were for sure necromancers and for sure were evil, their auras all black and tainted, if they were willing to kill Kaleem to get their hands on this Eye of Edgehook, we made the assumption then that Kaleem must be an alright fella, and maybe Kaleem was protecting it and keeping it safe. But now I have to wonder if he was just hoping to use it for himself. Just because those black necromancers were willing to kill him for it doesn't mean that he was a good fella. Maybe he was going to do some sacrificing of his own and use it for himself. Perhaps we should be ready to take it from him.
Emmy seems to think about it for a while. She doesn't give an answer or anything. Mostly, she's very torn on this, it seems. She kind of looks to the others. Mostly, I think on this one, she'd look to Enith and Norrigar.
Norrigar's looking pretty resolute. But of course, Norrigar tends to see these things in black and white terms.
Of course, of course.
He would be willing to take Emmy's word for it. He trusts her judgment of people. So if she vouched for the guy, it will be good enough for him. He may still have lingering doubts, but he'll accept it. But yeah, he's looking quite concerned because he trusts Ilar's judgment of of actually kind of thinking through the possibilities as much as he trusts Emmy's judgment of people. So he's kind of torn.
Can everybody make a perception check too?
No.
Maybe to naturally you can.
I would hate to make your perception
I
check.
would love
I was gonna say we can roll the dice, but if we're gonna make it, probably not.
Emmy.
She's just too deep in thought. I mean, he knows magic is the thing.
observation or.
No, observation wouldn't work.
He didn't roll anything, so he needs to roll something.
Hey, why is that showing up? Who's
Because
that?
there's no dice. Who's the Gold Templar?
Pay no attention to the Gold Templar.
Oh my god.
The
Oh, no.
Is this a
Nutrio.
danger sense roll or anything? Should we get a good roll?
No, actually, no need for such a thing at all.
Yeah, that's the lowest he's ever rolled on a perception roll. Fucking hell, these D20s, I swear. I've seen like 2 of them above 10.
I know you hate those D20s.
I don't know what it is about them.
Nice. Oh my god. No, not nice. Not nice.
It's not me.
Oof.
There we go. Oh, so cool.
No, it's not.
I love these, the work you did on this sheet.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so, no, nobody notices this strange hooded man, I guess. But you do notice Petronius is kind of like hiding out in the shadows. The tents have been all packed up, so you notice Hammond, Elar's friend, and Petronius in the shadows over there. They seem to be talking, conversing, and having a good time talking. Hammond seems to be liking him, and he also has a kind of a jug in his hand, maybe of ale or something. He's like laughing and spitting it out of his mouth and wiping his face. But he looks over to Elar and points and smiles, like and nods, just to say hello. He's hamming it up.
Yeah. My drunk pig farmer friend.
Yeah.
Does he have a pig with him?
Yes. It's near his leg.
How big
It's
is it?
it's his favorite pig.
Aw,
I
damn.
don't think we've ever named it.
Pigalina.
The pig's name is Eggs. Ham and eggs.
Extra rations. Oh my god.
Oh, fucking shit.
Hammond's eggs. Ah!
Ham and eggs.
It's canon now, it has to be.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
So
so
he's... Oh, go ahead.
no, LR will head over. I mean, hoping to break the tension, LR will walk over and say, "Howdy, Mara. How you doing?"
I am good. Just getting along with our new friend here. I heard he's coming with us.
Why, Iman?
Are you talking about sneaking him out, maybe? He tries to get quiet and gets closer to you.
I am not aware if LR knows that plan or not. So,
I'm pretty sure you were made aware. Were you
I
there
feel
for that
like
one?
I don't know if you were there for that one, but I feel like a lot of stuff probably is shared between us. Just
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
all
I feel like
friends.
we definitely would have talked to you about the fact that, Petronius was being snuck out of the city on the way,
so then LR will say, "Whoa, how the way, man? I wouldn't know anything about that." And then he'll give a wink.
And he says, "Hey, good, good." And it's good that you do it too. Like he's doing a poor job of being quiet about it. So, but he's like he's trying. You know what I mean? Just got the a little bit of ale in him, and so he gets a little bit closer, and he says, "Perhaps I could put him in my wagon and take him over to the entrance to the sewers, like y'all were talking about."
Oh, that's champion, that.
It's just whenever you're ready, you know. I'll keep him safe over here in the shadows, under this bridge, right here.
Uh, Eller will laugh and say, oh, and I thought it was only trolls that lived under bridges.
Well, I am part troll.
And at that, Eller will be taken aback and say, oh, didn't I? Is that true then?
No!
Ah, yeah, get me again.
Here, you to drink some of this. It'll take the edge off. Are you feeling all right?
Oh, I was feeling a bit gammy earlier, but Norgar was there. He saw me through it. And he goes, and Eller will say, and well, I'd definitely like to have a farewell drink before I go, but I've got a bit of business to take care of here in a moment.
I will, you take care of your business then, and I'll be here.
Save a flask for me.
I will. I won't forget. As you're walking off. All right then. Are you guys heading to? You guys can do the Colleen thing, or you can do the sewer thing, whatever you guys want to do.
Actually, before we do, Norrigar's going to take Emmy aside if he can.
Oh, of course. You can pull me aside. Be happy to
Yeah. He says, Emmy, I just want a word.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can give more than one. That's okay. What do you need?
Oh, no, I used to make that mistake. It's an expression. It can mean more than one.
No, I know. I'm just trying to be funny. It's not really going over well a lot of the time.
Oh,
She
sorry, because
smiles.
I used to get confused about that one. And he looks like he just lost his train of thought and think, oh yeah. When I went to Millar's room earlier, he was he didn't look well, and I know he's often not looking well, but he had that book, you know, the one they wanted to steal, and I don't know, he had good reasons for wanting to hold on to it, but I'm worried it's affecting him, you know, like not corrupting, but maybe trying to get an hold of him, you know, get an hold of his head and make him funny.
I think it. I mean, he mentioned that it did. That I think during the fight he felt like a bloodlust that he's never really felt before when we killed some of the other people who were after the book. So I know we agreed to take it to Kaleem, and give it to him because I don't think Geller wants to feel like that. And I think it might be dangerous. Is he wanting to keep it now?
It sounds like it, yeah. I mean, he had reasons. He didn't just hang on to it and say, I can't let go. He had it was logic. But I don't know. My gut says something's wrong, and you know me, I trust my gut.
She nods thoughtfully. Says, alright. Well, we'll see what he wants to do with it. Maybe we should just... I don't know. I think we should just give it to Kaleem. Have him take care of it. Use it.
I wanted to burn it. It's got some evil in it.
Oh, I mean, that too. I mean, we could do that, yeah. We could burn it. So maybe what we could do, right? And she kind of lowers her voice, not that low. I don't know if the others might be able to hear. And she says, we'll talk to him about it like now-ish, and we'll see what he wants to do with it. But I mean, if he doesn't want to give up the book at all, then I think we should maybe we should take it from him. I think it would be the best. It might be that it's still like it's affecting him a lot, and he might be mad at us for it. But I think it might be
little. I can hold him down if he doesn't cast spells quick enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I think I might be better at holding people down. And then just get like in a thigh to like ruffle through his stuff. You know, fondle his. Never mind. Anyway. Abby kind of rubs her hands at her face. She says, "Oh, I need to get out of the city. All right, yeah, I'll pin down LR if he doesn't want to give us the book, and then we'll burn it."
Yeah, I mean, he thought maybe there was stuff in there that could make the eyes safe and stuff, but
oh no.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad I talked to you. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. For the good of LR and all that, because you don't want him to be taken over by something evil.
Yeah, he's too powerful for that.
Yes.
And he's a good man.
She nods.
And Idrilon will be sad. And then he sort of gathers himself, and you can see he's thinking about it in his head, and he goes, Idrilon.
And she just starts like just making flubby noises towards Northwater. That gets louder and louder.
The bard, his boyfriend, it will be sad.
Dre, yeah.
Dre, why didn't I do that?
Yeah.
Why have I never done Dre? Yeah, Dre will be sad.
He will be.
I think it's safe to say maybe Donaccio, if you were paying attention to that conversation.
I think it would have been hard not to overhear it.
Yeah, you just hear.
Yeah. Yeah, Donaccio tends to be pretty perceptive, except when he rolls min on 20s. But yeah, there's a bit of concern that's crept over him as he's overheard this from nearby. And realizing, of course, we're gonna probably be headed that way, he heads over and gets Banja up and kind of watches from up on the mount to see how they go about this conversation, so that he's in a position up here to like move and act real quickly and whatever he needs to do based on what sounds like if something's going down. He's curious and worried, very, very worried.
Okay, and you guys are gonna head out?
I think we're gonna talk to LR. So I would say
that
Emmy.
sounds good.
Yeah, Emmy comes back over to LR and says, "Hey, how you doing?"
Norrigar's walking behind her, looking determinedly casual.
So Ella would say, "Ooh, aye, Connie."
Hey, so about the book, so we're thinking that maybe it might be a bit dangerous for Kaleem to hold on to, and we're thinking of just kind of burning it.
Oh, so, yeah, I agree. I don't think, again, we don't know his motive for having the Eye of Edgehook. I mean, we do know that he wanted us to take it, but so that doesn't necessarily mean that he wanted to be rid of it. It just means that the folks, Aramis and his bunch, the true black-hearted ones, the necromancers, they wouldn't know where it was, so they couldn't come after him and take it from him anymore. But that doesn't mean he actually wanted to be rid of it, because then he would know that we had it, and he'd be able to maybe track us and know that where we were. and he could just come and take it from us whenever he pleased. And this book here, it talks about the eye, and it says that I can't unravel it. So that fella at the Cathedral of Divinities, he was right about that. I don't fully understand it, but I feel like if I had some more time, I'd be able to puzzle out what it is. But
Eller.
there's divine spells in here that seem to be able to affect the way the eye of Edgehook works and to prevent it.
Eller. It's. And do you mind if Emmy like puts her hands on your shoulders?
No, I don't think he would mind that.
Yeah, this is for you. But yeah, so Emmy reaches out and she like puts her hands on Ella's shoulders and it's like, hey, you remember when this, because the book you heard like whispering or something and you got like this intense sense of bloodlust before. If you hold on to the book, I think it's gonna keep affecting you and it's gonna keep changing you. I think we should just get rid of it right now.
And Norrigal looks over from behind him and he goes, in your heart, you know it's wrong, Ilar, you know that book's not right. You want to do good with it, but if you really think you know the book's not good.
Eller will pause for a moment and say, there's no denying that the pages that I've read that talk about Edgehook and all of the different artifacts of Edgehook, those pages are for certain evil. It's as though this Edgehook fella thing, whatever it is, it's as though it's so powerful and corrupt that even just talking about it or writing about it can affect you. And I think that's what it is. But then if you look at the pages right next to it, those pages are divine. It's gold magic. It's magic of protection. It comes from the gods themselves. And I think that's why they have to go together. I think this half of the book is the spells that you need to dismember the other half, these evil artifacts, and I think they can be unraveled one with the other. Absolutely there's danger.
No, I know, Eller. And she kind of like, she doesn't grip him hard or anything. It's more just like a gentle rub on his shoulders and comfort. She says, look, I don't think we should spend any more time with this book, no matter what it might seem to have within its pages. I think we need to get rid of it right now, and just be done with it. I think we leave the eye with Kaleem, but we get rid of this book right now. That's pretty good.
Eller
Oh, no!
says, Eller says, no, I don't think that's the right idea at all. I think if we get rid of it, first of all, I don't think we can get rid of it. I think it'll just find its way back. Just like the eye itself can't be destroyed.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, LR. I really hope you forgive me, but I really need to do this right now. And if you're all right with it, Friendly, Emmy is going to attempt a submission hold on you.
Yeah, I think you can attempt that.
Okay. She's 100%.
He's not going to relent, though.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. She's going to try and do submission on you. Oh my god.
Let's see. I think my only option is to dodge, right?
Inter-party fighting.
Oh my god.
Oh
Whoa!
Yeah, so she tries to, like, I would say tighten her hold and like grip you, but I think because you're so small and just slippery, you just slip out of her grasp.
Let's roll Nash.
I don't want to do this.
Now, okay.
I want to take the book from you.
Oh, I didn't wait till the turn order was up.
Oh, I rolled a 10. Oops, my bad. Hey.
It's
Oh,
up there.
So
Hey.
regardless of your character, you won initiative. Because you beat Rogue.
We're gonna say Emmy already started.
Yep.
Her submission was, what is that, 3 actions?
That's 3. Yeah. So I have a few more.
She could try it one more time, right?
Yep. I'm gonna spend frenzy. I'm so sorry, LR. She's gonna
It's
try
fine.
to grab you. I just bought that book. We want to save you.
Everybody's so worried.
If this can be resolved right here, yeah. Won't have to worry
What
about it.
is this? Shit rolls.
No,
You just Emmy feels too bad.
She
Can't bring
hates. She doesn't
full
want
power
to
to bear.
smush. Yeah, she doesn't want to smush LR.
Yeah.
She hasn't used her abilities.
You got him.
Still, like, she... I gotta read submission really quick because I think I start, like, fucking with your strength and shit.
Oh my.
Because this is a chi ability that I have. Yeah.
Super cool.
Specifically for locking people down. So you have a -6 to hit and defend when you're successfully held. It's 200 actions to try.
Oh
and
my god.
break it.
Officially the luckiest group.
So at the point of physical trauma, okay, that's only if you try to break out of it. If you try to break out of it, there is a chance that you will suffer a trauma.
Oh dear.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, she like grabs onto you. She holds you as gently as she can, but it's very tight, so you can't move, LR. But she holds you still. It says, look, I don't want to hurt you. We're just going to take the book. I think it's affecting your mind right now, and I'm really, really sorry. I don't want to do this. That's at me.
And at that same time, Enith has been creeping up, trying to get behind you. Can you make a perception check, LR? Her lowest roll was a 13.
Ooh.
So your target number would be 13. Yep.
I got a 25.
Yep. He sees her coming. Definitely. So as Emmy's like trying to wrapping you up, Ennis trying to creep up, but you definitely get a view of her. And she looks like very apologetic in her, her eyes and stuff. And she's like, I'm so sorry, Ellar. Please, let me take it from you. This will be good for all of us, I think.
Am I free to do what I want, or
Yes.
will I resist?
Yeah, you can. You're free to do what you want. It's not gonna like totally compel you, but I'm gonna give you a mental fatigue point for resisting it.
Okay. Mental fatigue point added. Okay.
That's a very good willpower check too.
So LR will say, out away off me.
Look, I'm sorry. Just give us the book. That's all we need.
There, we'll give it to you. It's in my pack and you're holding me. Let me go.
You see it's in its hands now. As she's like backing away and holding on to it. And she's starting to look at it like wild-eyed.
Just burn it. Just burn it. Fire, burn. It's bad.
Denatri, what do you want to do?
Yeah, Denatri seeing in his eyes, he kind of gets a little bit of concern, and just in case, he's up on Banja, so he kind of steps right by, and as she's kind of holding it up looking at it, he just grabs it on Banja, and he gets a pretty decent, good 30 yards away with it, kind of, like football carry underarm, basically, American football, for everybody else.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Nice.
up on Banja with the book from a distance, keeping an eye on everything, worried. does he feel anything as he grabs hold of the book? And
Yeah, go ahead and make a willpower check.
God damn it!
You're able to get a really good distance with being on horseback too.
yeah, he's on a horse. If he really liked this book, for example,
No.
this would be super bad. Oh no!
Oh no, did that true you? What do you grab?
Oh my god.
Perfect music for him riding off with a book. Norgar. What are you gonna do? LR's still being held. Denatria is riding off with a book.
Yeah. So Norigar will basically he's worried about the book controlling others. As soon as he saw Inathia looking wild-eyed, he'll run after Denatriu and call out, "Give it to me, I'll burn it."
Yeah, and how's Denatri feeling at the moment? With this, is this like
I think at this point
that
you're
track.
thinking that you can keep it safe, and that you feel maybe compelled to want to keep it safe from the others.
Oh yeah, so he genuinely feels like it's worth keeping this thing safe from the others, and yeah, we should keep it safe. I should make sure this is all right. So yeah, he kind of has this slight. There is this difference to him as he turns. A little bit less of that. Oh, I'm in the city. I don't really like this atmosphere. I'm so ready to leave. To no concern over that seemingly, and he looks to Norgar. It's fine. I'll keep it safe. Don't worry. And you see the horse fucking barrel down that street. Of course, as fast as the somewhat busy roads allow. I'm sure.
And
Go ahead and make a
Norigar-
riding check. Sorry.
Norigar looks to the sky and yells, "Bulls!" in frustration.
And it was a riding check, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
His fall off.
Oh!
Okay, so it's not terrible enough for you to fall
Yeah.
off, but there's like a wagon riding by and keeping you within eyesight range.
Yeah, not making the progress he expected to on Banja.
If there's a chance, then Norigar will run after him.
Yeah. Norgar probably starts footing it towards you, but definitely not able to get there. LR, would you let go of LR at this point, or would
How's
you still be
LR
holding
look?
him?
Is he like mad that he doesn't have the book anymore? Like, does he seem still attached to the book?
I think LR would be looking terrified that the book is going to escape. LR looks terrified, worried, and concerned, and his eyes are tracking Denatriu.
I think once the book got out of LR's hands, Emmy would have let him go. Like, there's no reason to keep hold of LR anymore.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm sorry. Denatriu, what the fuck, dude?
So what would LR do after she let go?
Yeah, I think he's gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
He is going
Yeah.
to create an illusion of lots of these Templars, these Elven Templars, charging at Denatriu from the direction he's headed, so that Denatriu will wheel the horse and come back.
Cool.
I mean, Banja needs to make a save to see if they believe there's a whole bunch of people coming. Poor Banja.
That tree believes it, and Bunger's like, nah.
There's nothing there. What are you talking about?
Nice.
And then I gotta make a willpower check.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
I think
Fucking idiot.
you and Banja have to make a. Well,
Yeah,
we are controlling the horse, so
is
yeah,
it
go
in?
ahead, Denatria.
What
think it's
kind
a-
of?
I think it's a resisted willpower, yeah.
Oh, it's resisted willpower. Okay.
So your target is 12, if you can match it.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna think it's He's gonna think it's these elven dudes, and I don't think I need to bother with Banja given that Denatri's going for it. Because one way or another, yeah, I mean, you see him start yanking on those reins to pull the opposite direction when he sees him coming.
Which is just the direction that Orogar's running from. Okay.
And LR will shout, "Denatri, quick! Back this way!" Oh, except he would do it in his accent, sorry.
Not true. Quick.
Hurry! Go back there! With me, book!
Awesome, yeah. So he states to pull back. What's Emma gonna do?
Because he only went, what, like 30... How many squares did he go?
A
wasn't a
horse
lot.
can go 12, I think, was it?
20,
But it
20.
runs doubles that.
Did you go
it goes
that far?
20, but runs double. But he couldn't get super far because of the carts and stuff. So I don't know.
Would Emmy have be able at this point to like run and like grab Denatri off the horse, or just the book itself?
Make a spiritual influence check. Let's see.
God damn it.
Because I'm thinking he's a little bit too far at this point.
No, unfortunately.
Oof.
All right. But you would be farther than Norgar, for sure.
Well, I can catch up and pass Norgar
Yeah.
fairly easily. So I think she's gonna run over. And she's gonna look at Inathaya and she's like, "Can you like throw a knife and get it out of his hand? You're really good at throwing knives." I didn't want to start this. I'm so sorry. And she's like running towards Banja and Denatri.
Denatri, where are you going?
Poor Denatri.
Oh, did I
like, just
s-
throw knives at him. Just get the book.
Yeah, and it's like, did I skip Enith? I did.
Oh, yeah.
Just at the book, like at his hand, not at Denatri.
She pulls out her blades, and then she's like, she doesn't have enough trust in herself to not hurt Denatri.
Understandable.
Or Banja. And then
Yeah.
we shoot out Denatri.
Denatri, it's your turn.
Yeah, Denatri, of course, it's slightly in the thrall of the book, has this sensation of needing to protect it and get it away from here, away from these people who want to destroy it. You know, find somewhere suitable to, keep it safe and away from bad guys. Still, I don't want to do anything bad with it. No reason to destroy the fucking thing. Like, shit, it's valuable, all that, blah, blah, blah. Excuses in his head running through as he just knows he has to avoid this big fucking ogre, or troll even, as he will attempt to navigate Banja as wide a berth as he can manage through the markets to get around them.
Norigar's going to be a one-man defensive line.
Well, yeah, Emmy's like a little bit
trying to
ahead of
be.
Norgar. Norgar's a little bit behind Emmy. And I mean, I don't know how narrow these pathways are, because if they're this narrow, like on the screen, we're totally going to encounter them.
I was thinking it's either you're going to have to pass closer to Emmy or closer to Norgar. Who would you ride closer to?
Oh,
The hammer or the anvil?
you know what? Actually, neither. He sees all these people, and as you kind of point out, he looks around, and he sees all the rope and all this other kind of stuff hanging up. And so he's gonna grab the grappling hook off his backpack and throw it up on one of the fucking sign hooks up here and start climbing up.
Okay, cool.
Damn it.
Go for the
Oh.
go for the D20 on the throwing. You have the first
Alrighty.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do I not have a little? I'll just do
Yeah, D20 is fine.
D20. Oh my god.
It's a perfect throw.
Just flings that grappling hook up there. And he's got, he of course actually does wear, crampons and stuff and all that, for climbing. And has climbing gear, so. You see him start, he lands that, and I don't know, I think that's his action, yeah?
Yeah.
Or is he able to then move up?
You could
as
jump
well?
off of the horse and like plant your feet onto the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what he's basically hoping to do, is from the horse, throw that and pull himself up off of the horse. And start, yeah. So I guess if he can use his movement to move up it, then yeah, I guess he's up on the pole.
Damn it. Let me see something real quick.
I feel like we can get to him next turn because I have lots of movement. Could kick him off the wall.
Yeah, I'm thinking, let's see here.
And it should use one of her daggers to cut the rope.
That's what I was thinking too.
Ooh.
But
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
there's
call
all
for
the
holding.
there's all these things that'll catch him too. If you imagine all the tents and stuff. Oh no.
Oh, I don't know if we have to do top down really, but
Don't think so.
Oh, I don't think
Theater-
narrative is a problem.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, theater of the mind.
Yeah.
Now that he's off of Banja,
Mhm.
I think it's really easy to gauge like speed and stuff. Because I mean, he's what? I think. Oh yeah, it's 5'10". Yeah.
okay,
Not
here
bad.
we go. I got top down ready.
Huh.
We'll say Emmy's right there. Norgar's right here. I think this is pretty perfect actually for it.
God damn it. It's fucking Christ.
Yeah,
Just
is it
wanted to
on?
burn a buck.
Ping me. Oh,
Here we go. Here we go. You guys see?
Just wanted to burn a book.
That's all we wanted to
Oh,
do.
nothing
was
can be easy,
burn
can
a
it?
buck.
You guys
I
got that?
just wanted to protect Innis, but then he
Mhm.
failed
Yep.
his
Yeah.
fucking willpower roll.
Alright, and go ahead and make your climbing check, Denatrio.
Yeah.
You are at +4 levels because it's a rope and a wall.
Yep.
So whatever the level is, +4. Not +4 to the roll, just to the levels.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you're not going.
I've got it all set up for that.
Cool. You're not going up it yet, but did it skip people again? It did. Norgar,
Nice.
it's Norgar's turn.
It feels a lot better when
Okay.
it's the 8 and the 6s that roll the 1s, and not the 20s.
Norigar could pick up big things and throw them.
Oh, that's right.
Does he think that might include Emmy?
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Throw
You
me!
could definitely.
I could just imagine him rolling up and
if that's okay
like,
with her,
all-
obviously.
Yes,
yeah,
throw me.
Okay, yeah. So
fucking spear.
if so, Norigar's going to close to here, and he says, "Up we go, Emmy," and
Alright.
he'll pick her up and he'll make a lob check. And he's going to try and get her onto the wall of the building up here, kind of thing.
Love it.
Okay.
Nice.
Where is it? Attacks. Lob.
Ah.
Oh yes.
Oh, nice.
So get over there, that's for sure.
And what's the distance you can lob?
Just looking it up here.
Is it half your strength, I think?
I'm not sure. Let me
What's your
check.
willpower, LR?
It's up to half strength. Yeah. So that's not going to be great. Oh, strength is 24, so it's 12.
Cool. So 12 X's.
Eller's willpower is 26.
Okay, cool.
I
So
mean, you can crash me into Denatria.
I'm gonna put the
12.
Templars.
12. Yeah, 12 gets to there. Gets
Yes.
to here.
Gets me like over here. Well, because that's only 7, so I can go here.
Yeah, it can be up to 12, so
Mhm.
that's 10.
Yep.
So yeah, you can be on the be up a bit as well.
Yep. Papa.
There's right here is a perfect spot for all the Templars, the illusion to be.
Excellent.
Should I roll an acrobatics check to see how well I land?
Yeah.
And see if I take damage?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it makes sense
that-
that I would take damage if I failed those.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a pretty
Oh,
dangerous one.
Hey.
Not bad.
But
not bad.
hey, I was gonna say target number 12. So
Hey! So she
Nice.
she spins in the air a bit after Noragar throws her, then she lands almost in kind of like that superhero landing pose on top of the building. She's like, Denatru, I'm about to grab you in a hot second. Sorry. For your own good.
and it is LR's turn.
Okay. Let me double check what my movement is. Alright, so if I run, I get a penalty of -2 on everything I do, right?
Yeah, all your casting. Which you could negate with a concentration, but
Alright, so LR moves to there. And he'll quickly say, I didn't think for nothing, but I told you I needed to hold it to Noragar. And
No, gotta be burnt. But you notice he's only half paying attention to you. He's more looking at these illusionary Templars, and he's getting ready to fight them.
oh right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me deduct mana for
He
that.
doesn't have to say shit about that.
Yeah, good luck getting it away from Noragar if Noragar gets his hands on it. So I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna center it on Emmy and Denatriu. Oh, that's the wrong button.
Emmy 100% believes these Templars are real.
Oh, God, Emmy, don't grab the book.
Oh, is it willpower? Oh, in that case, it's willpower.
Yeah, look at that minus.
Okay. Actually, Noragar probably doesn't then, because he's got pretty decent willpower. No, he does.
What the fuck is that with everybody's rolls today?
God damn, we're not doing
This
good.
book is on.
Wow.
It
It's
knows
on
it's in
fire.
danger.
It
It's
does.
like in full override.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
Ah, the light and darkness spell.
I think that's about the right size.
That's
of
who has
nice.
blind fighting, motherfucker.
Oh, perfect.
Nice. That's really good. Guess who lives in darkness for his
But is
life?
it magical darkness?
It is magical darkness, yeah.
Oh. So
Magical
nobody can
darkness.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
alright.
So what's that look like, LR, as you throw up the orb of darkness over there?
Yeah, so he's thinking about the Eye of Eshahuk and how how important sight is for mortal beings, and he thinks, oh, surely they will fumble if they are in darkness, and so he summons an orb of darkness. And he's thinking they will fall, and then they'll drop the book, and then he can pick it up. That's the plan. That's only 2 actions, so, and then he's going to cast Split Image on himself. And that's my turn.
All right.
Fresh turn. order.
Emmy.
So Emmy, she has blind fighting, so I only get a -4 to this. So she kind of senses where Denatru is. So I'm going to attempt to use 3 actions, and I will try to grab him and use submission on him. So this is -4 to defend. I think for you, maybe for you too, since you're blind. You don't know where this is coming from.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
true.
Cool.
I'm just waiting for the.
Ah, that was a really bad fucking attack.
My game's loading back
Jesus
in. It's
Christ.
just being real slow today. Sorry.
There's the effect of darkness.
Can you ping me back over? Sorry.
Actually, if you don't have blind fighting, you have a -10.
It wouldn't be minus 10, I think. It would be...
It does say...
I think it might be minus 6.
No, it's minus
or,
10. So, for instance, when in total darkness, or if you have no idea where your enemy is, you often suffer a minus 10 to hit and defend.
Because he does kind of know where you're at, where you're coming from.
But he is blind. But that's either way.
But I'll give him minus 8 instead. I mean, I know it's not a huge difference, but like...
I know. I didn't roll very well either. But...
Yeah, and in this, right, so the magical darkness works against all types of vision, right?
Yeah.
Including thermal and everything, yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
And like, the only reason it's just a little less than 10 is because you do know where she's coming from.
So how much total was it?
Negative 8.
Negative 8, okay. Dodge.
Oof.
I forget
12.
which symbol we use for.
All
split
right.
image.
I'm going to use a frenzy. If she tries to grabbing into darkness, I'm going to use another 3 actions and attempt to grab you again.
Oh, you already rolled. Oh, shit.
I rolled a 7,
Oh, fuck.
but I'm going to try again.
So you can do it one more time.
Okay,
One more
baby.
time.
God.
A 12. Fuck's sakes.
He's got such good defense, too.
Throw me the idol. I throw you the whip.
Oh my god! Oh no, that was plus 8. Sorry.
What
Oh
is
no,
that?
but he rolled a 20 anyway.
That was plus 8, 12, you
Christ.
critical. Holy shit. What the fuck?
Wait. Yeah, can he...
He's so slippery.
Oh my god.
I know he has really high defense. And
You
he's
have
about
a,
to have that rune installed for next
Yeah,
one.
if you want to attack me back, I guess. Shit.
Could he just, like, as she goes to grab him, I guess he'd kind of, move in such a way that, right, he's got the, book, I imagine by this point, in his pack. But he kind of just, as she pulls at him, reaches that arm down, he'd grab it and just pull, right? But
Yeah.
in such a way that he almost catches her and lets go on the drop so that she doesn't actually, like, just fall that full distance, like, there's
I'm
that
gonna
catch from
I'm gonna
him.
try and dodge your attempt to drop me because I want to stay up there.
Definitely makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what he's trying to do, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
So let's
Sinatra,
do
go
real
ahead
quick.
and...
Just do unarmed, yeah.
Yeah.
With a minus. Oh my god. With a
Oh,
minus
yeah,
8.
it'd be minus, though.
Yeah. 0, but you got a 2. Oh my god.
But 2.
What?
Oh my
Holy
god. How did you
shit.
get a 0? Oh, because the minus.
Is he still? If I
Oh,
drop down, is he still within range of me? Like, can I still punch him?
If you jumped up, you could hit him, I think. If you
have-
did like that.
I have
Yeah,
one
acrobatics.
frenzy left. I will try to acrobatics and jump. And because she's like, I need to knock this guy
I mean,
out. Like, I can't have him escape.
Narratively, I think narratively this could totally be as you're on the way down,
Yeah.
as he's like pulled you down.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you like you
yeah.
pull her down, and she'll just like she'll be like, "I'm sorry, I really hope I don't kill you," and she's gonna fucking
Just yank him, yeah.
no punch, not yank,
Oh.
punch.
Did you get round to putting anything in hit points, Saki?
A little bit. I mean,
Okay.
I've got a
So-
A little bit
whopping
may not be enough when it comes to
You just
comes
see,
to
like-
Emmy, even when she's not trying.
I'm gonna. This is again with a minus fucking 4 to this shit.
With your feet and
I'm
fists
gonna.
flying out of the darkness.
I'm gonna try. It's only 1 attack, and this is just a
If he
basic.
dies to Emmy.
I'm gonna try to do this. There's no chi that's being put into this at all. This is just a unarmed. Like, I'm not trying to kill this man.
Oh my god.
Attack.
I hope you roll like
Yeah.
100.
Oh my god.
10. Okay.
Alright. Roll.
I am rolling like shit. I'm so pissed off right now. I'm gonna roll
Keep
real
it
dice in a
okay.
second.
Oh. Oh no!
Okay.
This is bad though, because that's like actually scary.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just not and pay 2 to not.
pay 2 to not
Because I
what?
have.
Oh my god, what do you have?
What does it do
Because I
specifically?
have. I anticipate attack.
What does that do?
God!
Heck may burn 1 to 2 saga to gain +1 to 2 to their defense.
But I have something to add +1 to my attack. I still hit you, bitch.
Oh.
Bam.
Oh my god! Wait, then I'll have to use my other one that adds +1 to my defense. Let me find it. I forget which one it is. Did I
wanna-
get both of them?
Did you get both
Let me
of them?
see. I think I did.
Hold on, maybe- I'll be right back.
Let me
I gotta
punch
get
you.
Oh,
rid
yeah, I did.
God damn.
Close call. Add +1 to your fence by spending a point of frenzy.
God.
only whenever you need to.
Damn.
Only one more point. It's the one that if you need one more point to succeed, it gives you an extra point.
God. Let me see if I have anything.
I'm so sorry.
I want to make a spiritual influence for this.
Oh, actually, I don't want to waste that. I have cloak shield. I'll use that instead. Oh wait, no, that's blade or missile attacks. Sorry.
I'm gonna try and use a fucking spiritual influence on this because I need to hit you.
Yes, I know, please.
I need
But
to hit
I
you.
was when you're like, I'm gonna hit him, and
I
it's
have
kind of
to.
scary. Maybe
It
not.
is. It is. It's very scary. I don't think I'm gonna get this, but
Oh my God, you did it! Yes. Okay. I mean, one way or another, you hit him now.
yeah, I feel like with that.
It's so good. I mean, with that, I could just not spend the extra point of frenzy because narratively, that's perfect.
Yeah. My God helps me. So I'm gonna make sure I need to make
So
sure specifically with Rogue when it comes back that this is not going to kill you.
Yeah.
I guess because it's a spiritual influence check, he might be fine with it.
Just
not.
because
I mean, I'd totally be cool with it just being a narrative KO with,
I
you
wanna
know, a regular amount of damage.
I do want to see how much it do though.
Oh, well, you have to see how much damage.
You need to
Okay.
break his body to
Yeah.
save his soul.
I am gonna spend one
Well,
saga
I mean-
to add ×2 power damage to this.
Really? Really? Because that really might kill him.
This is what I need to know if this is just gonna KO him because I need to KO him in one strike.
That's true, he's slippery.
Yeah, but I have,
Oh,
this has been a series of events. That
this
have been
is so good. This is so fucking
unfortunate.
good.
You know, I bet when Rogue was prepping this session, this was not completely
This is
in mind.
not what he thought.
He's got
when
all this
he
cool
said,
stuff
I mean,
that we are not
Denature,
doing right now.
Oh no! I
Oh,
didn't.
this is brilliant.
Okay, what happened?
Okay,
so
so Rogue, Denature used a whole bunch of stuff to avoid my attack when I'm like, "Fuck you, I can hit you," and he's like, "No, I rolled spiritual influence, and I made it." So.
Oh, that's nice.
One way
Yeah.
or another, it hits.
And I'm spending one saga to make this ×2 power damage, but I need to make sure with you that no matter how much damage this does, this won't kill him. Like, this is literally just she does not want to kill him. Or is that not possible?
Because she did make the spiritual influence, I was wondering
You
if she
did
might
make a
do it on
spiritual
that.
influence, yeah.
Well, you are in complete and total darkness.
This is true. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
This is going to be times... Would it be ×3 then? Because it adds ×2 power damage to this. Or would it just be
Was it heavy
×2?
attack?
No, it's specifically the light attack, but I used the ability that I have, which lets me spend a saga, the Soul Strike, which is ×2 damage.
Okay, so that's ×4, yeah. Power 4.
It's gonna be power 4? I thought it was gonna be power
yeah.
3. I mean,
Does it say ×2 for Soul
it just
Strike?
says ×2, like it adds ×2 power damage, and I'm doing ×1 off the bat.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that sounds like ×3.
Cool. Just want to make sure. Okay.
Oh,
That's
What?
no. Oh shit. That's not it. That's not it. That
I
is.
was gonna say that's definitely not it.
I gotta reroll. I apologize. Damage. So this is my I think this is alternate. I gotta make sure. I think this is my alternate strike because I have. That looks better. 54.
There you go.
Wow, that's garbage.
Roll the 1 on that D12, yeah. Oh man, still though, I mean it hurts.
You go down at least.
Yeah,
drop.
yeah, you get him off of there. I don't know if he's high enough to take fall damage or not. I doubt it'd be much, but I mean he has ways to avoid it anyway.
I would say, yeah, 15 feet. But if you make a dexterity check, yeah.
Could I make acrobatics?
Yeah.
Cool. So I think I got that.
And the
right.
target number's not high for that, it's 4.
Oh, nice. Hey, just no.
Yeah. So Emmy
2d10 and I get a 5.
Emmy clocks you in the stomach hard and just sends you right to the ground, and she lands and she's like, just drop the book, Denatriu. I really don't want to have to hurt you any more than I already have. I'm really sorry. I'm not.
And
Sorry,
are we still in darkness, I assume, or?
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like all the way down or not.
It
Yeah,
is,
he's
yeah, it's like 12.5 feet radius sphere. So
nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you don't see Denatri, but you can hear the shuffle and mumble. Damn it! I just want to keep the book safe. What are you? And you can hear the kind of rustle of the pack. Whose turn? Sorry, my turn order's busted. I can't see who's.
Yeah, I can't see turn order either.
Are you all finished, Emmy?
Yeah, that's it. That's all she has.
It is. It is now. She shouts out. She's like got a look of like real worry on her face. Her girlfriend and her best friend.
Oh no!
She's like running towards the darkness, shouting their names. Let me see if she sees these.
Norrigar's also going to shout out, "Don't let her pick it up."
She shouts both of their names as she's running, and she sees the Templars coming, so she's really worried about them. Emmy, Donatrio! And she's got her blades in her hand, but that's as far as she can get. She's not going to throw into the darkness. Banja, let me see. 30% chance Banja's going to run from these Templars.
Banja just gets the fuck out.
Makes sense. Just safe.
It just stands there and like eats like the grass between the cobblestones.
Just happens to be a really nice planter out the window.
Denatriu's turn.
Well, Denatriu has just been hit very hard and is on the ground. But there is one thing that is very bad about this situation. I'm just gonna roll
Sure it's only one?
concealment and use vanish.
Yes.
So what do I? It's perception. I'm not gonna be able to get this.
Oh no.
So I'll use vanish. I'm so sorry. There must be a believable way for the character to attempt this vanishing maneuver in the middle of a fight. Well, character makes a concealment check, which is resisted by enemy's perception attribute, which is then may vanish for 2 unarmed actions in their movement. Okay. You set up or flee for a new sneak attack. Blah, blah, blah. So let me go ahead and roll my concealment, which can hide from fancy sights that aren't astral now, too. So that's also good.
Down.
There it is, sorry.
Concealment.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's I got a +1 on it because I'm expert. Sorry, so that should be 14.
I'm guessing.
I rolled very poorly.
I'm guessing I don't get an attack of opportunity when he leaves. Or do I?
Yeah, I don't think with vanish. Let me see. Does it say anything about that with your vanish?
Let me pop it back on. So for vanish, this allows the character to flee or set up for a new sneak attack if possible.
No.
Yeah, so I think it's just I'm concealed for the turn. It's not like I've left the scene or anything, but like it's like I'm hidden basically, right?
Well,
For the time being.
if you
or am I able to like get up the rope and go? Because this says it uses my movement as well.
Yeah, you can use your movement, but you can, but it's 2 actions, right? To use vanish.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any other action points?
Oh, good point. I might not. Because I don't think I have any of those special things. So I don't think I do. Where's the actions thing?
Under combat.
Oh, okay, cool. No, yeah, because I've only got the 2 actions.
You've only got the 2. Okay. So you're hiding within the vicinity here.
Yeah. So he, I imagine as Emmy has like clocked him now, he is incredibly hurt. He is dazed very badly, and all he really knows is he doesn't know what the fuck is going on here. But this book, he just needs to get it to a safe place, and he can't let LR have it because it's bad if LR has it. But then the others said, it's bad if anyone has it, and Ineth looked bad when she had it, so just keep it from him. It's better that way.
Did not choose. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah, perfect. So he you probably hear the faint rustle at first, but then there's just silence as it's darkness, and he's not there. Of course, under the cover of that darkness, convenient barrels and such are about, and inside the barrel would probably be a pretty obvious place to hide. So instead, he would actually hide kind of up underneath this windowsill with these planters around, basically something along those lines, down low and out of sight where no one would really think to look. And of course, he blends in superbly. Oh, I forgot he's supposed to have an extra die because of his other thing too. But yeah. Let's see.
Would be Norgar's turn.
Okay, so Norigar is yelling to Inethia, "Don't let either of them pick it up." And he's going to be booking it across in that direction. He's got half an eye on these Elven Templars, so he's going to stay out here, kind of between them and LR. But he's keeping an eye out in this general direction as well. Kind of trying to see what he can see in there.
Oh, make a perception check,
Okay.
if you haven't yet.
I did actually. I got a
6.
What? I think that was it. Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, 6. So not good enough.
But you do notice something coming down this road. You see some guards, like pushing through the crowd.
Oh dear.
Is that it for Norgar?
Yeah.
Okay. LR, your illusions could move closer if you want to, or whatever you would like to do with them. I'm gonna say you see these guards as well, and you know that these are not an illusion, or at least you think so. You didn't make it.
Okay. So, that's a lot of guards. Yeah. So the illusory Templars, I will have a couple. However many they are. There's a couple of them are shouting. Like, stand away, citizens. And basically continue to move towards Norigar and Inethia. And then LR himself is going to move this way to here. We haven't seen anyone come out of the darkness yet, right?
No.
So I know that they're still in the darkness somewhere. Or that's his assumption anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So he's gonna cast a spell on himself. And then he's gonna cast another split image on himself. Oh
Oh no!
dear!
Do you have a thing? Do you have a thing to?
I do have the thing. Yeah, hang on.
Just don't roll another one.
Astral Mirror.
That one
Hang on,
fucking
yeah, Astral Mirror.
necromancer.
Boom. So let me roll.
I think it eats up some extra drain or something.
Oh no,
but...
that's not the right one.
Oh, Astral Link. Sorry.
Astral Link. Yeah. There it is. So 46. Let me roll that real quick.
I was going to say, I marked it there, but in 2 rounds, those guards will actually get to that position there.
Gotcha.
Alright, so I ate up that additional mana, and I will attempt to cast it again.
And I will say as well that, there's, of course, plenty of commoners in the streets that have stopped and are, like, moving out of the way, trying not to get hurt or anything, but they're, like, watching. Oh, that
There you
doubles the
go.
duration.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Is that 3? That's 2 split images?
Yeah, 2. I've used 2 actions because one was a reroll, and then for my 3rd action, I'm gonna give myself a 3rd split image.
God, he's stacked on stack.
Oh, that should be at a -2. It's a 15. Sorry.
Just remember that since you've used your link, it's not possible again this combat.
Good to know. And LR will say, guards are coming. Give me the book. Don't be a fool. And that's my turn.
Emmy's turn.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check because she doesn't want to hurt her friends. Like, she feels so upset that she had to do this.
What does
Well,
that tell you?
She can't find Denatrio. And she's like, Denatrio, just look, just give me the book, or just come out with the book. Look, we just need to get rid of it, okay? Like, we need to get rid of this thing. We can't hold on to it. Fuck.
Can I make another will?
Yeah, go ahead and make a charisma check, Emmy.
I'm not being funny right now, so unfortunately. Come with
Coax him out of there.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Yeah, she sounds so stressed. She just punched you. Like,
She just punched him. She's angry. It's like he could tell you're in the mood for punching right now. Whether you actually are or not, he knows you want to hit him again.
I think she's gonna start like feeling. She's gonna start like feeling around the area because she can't like. Sense...
I don't
That's
know if
good.
that's enough for him to like kind of. He doesn't get a bonus from her, but I don't know if that's enough for him to kind of be like, you know what? Okay,
Guards are
maybe they won't go
coming.
crazy.
Yeah.
Then again, I mean, maybe I'll hand it back to LR.
Yeah, LR might be the good one to hold on to this, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I don't think you don't want to get out of here. I mean, I think that might be what you're more concerned about is hiding it.
That makes sense. So yeah, he maintains despite Emmy's plea.
As much as I don't
I think
want
it
you
makes
to
sense.
Mm-hmm.
I get you.
I think
And
that
if
she's gonna spend like she's gonna try and find Denatrio. Like, she's gonna get all over in this area and try touching everything. I don't know if that's gonna.
yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find shit.
Do you have
It was only a
listening, or-
15, luckily.
Do I have
so
what?
You don't-
Sorry.
I rolled
You don't
pretty
have
shit.
listening or anything, do you?
No, I have nothing like that. Of course not. Huzzah! A 5. Ooh, no.
Yeah, you start to feel around. You feel the barrel, and you also feel like a window, like the shutters of a window that are closed. But you do not feel a Denatrio.
She's gonna go inside.
Alright, you open it up at the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna crawl inside the
The
house.
guards are gonna think it's a break-in.
You could smell like fresh baking bread inside.
Someone's screaming.
Yeah, she
We're
like.
gonna leave
We're in
Northwater,
darkness.
and everyone's gonna think we robbed the place on the way out.
We may get thrown out of Northwater.
To be honest, I think we're going to. Yeah, she's gonna. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make an intelligence check really quick because if she rolls low, then I'm gonna say she goes inside because that's just kind of funny.
Okay.
I think that's great. I mean, it would make sense. That would be a great place to hide.
She thinks about it and she's like, no. And I think she knows Denatrio's good at like hiding everything, and I think she's gonna find her way out. It might take her a little bit, like all of her movement, but she gets to the edge.
Cool.
of the darkness, and she's like, Denatriu's gone. I don't know where he went. And she kind of covers her mouth, and she seems to tear up a little bit. She's like, I'm so sorry. And that's her turn.
Kenneth runs up. She seems relieved at the sight of you coming out of the darkness.
Oh no! Emmy might think that she like knocked him out. She can't find him.
Oh, yeah.
She's like,
Oh my god!
she's like,
Hey,
You're gonna think you killed him.
I think I might have killed Denatriu.
AC pointed out that there would actually be about a 3-foot gap between the street before the globe of darkness starts.
She's too tall, so she would have still been in the darkness.
Yeah, but Denatriu, when he hit the ground, would have actually had sight for a second. So
At least of her
just think
feet.
about if that changes. Yeah.
No, Emmy.
Changes.
Yeah, Emmy is just like, I think I can't see him. I can't feel him. I don't know where he went. I think I might have killed him. I hit him.
Did she say that loud enough for the
Yeah.
guards to hear?
She said it loud enough for y'all. She doesn't. She's not shouting it.
The
Right,
guards are
right.
still a couple turns away.
Yeah. So she looks mortified,
Here.
just kind of standing there.
Kenneth is going to run into the darkness. She looks relieved at, Emmy coming out, but she sees she's distraught. She runs into the darkness, and she starts to try to talk to Denatriu. Denatriu, are you here? Brother. Please, we need to get out of here. The guards are coming.
I think he's definitely going to have to roll one way or another from here. Would he get another bonus this time? Since it's in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Plus one, or-
You can add 3 to this one.
Please
Nice.
make it.
Oh my god.
No.
Or, I mean -3, actually, because you're, this is against her charisma, which I'm about to roll.
Ah, okay,
okay.
sweet. Okay, and
I'm just checking to see if she has a social pull. She does have a social pull, so
Oh,
she's going to
fuck
add a
yeah.
d6 to this. Because this is important to her. Come on, Anathia. Talk to this man's.
Yes, double digits.
Nice. It's enough for sure.
Hey,
And
brother.
see, as Ineth starts calling out, and Denatriu can kind of hear the worry, and so from under this hidden kind of spot, almost underneath the windowsill, Denatriu's voice kind of rings out through the shadow. Are you sure you're not going to be strange again? The book seems dangerous. I don't know if anyone should handle it. I really should just keep it safe, I think.
Felt something.
If
When I touched the book, I felt it. It's something's wrong with it. Like it's cursed or something. It pulled me in for this instant before you snagged it from my hand. I think it'll have the same hold on you that it did with Elar. But there are guards coming, brother.
God. Is the book the one that made Emmy hit me?
I don't know. Throw that damn thing away.
Alright, let's go.
Right. And Denatriu's turn.
Yeah, I think based on what they said, he wants to get rid of this book. He sees that barrel. Is the lid open on it?
Dark in there.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's darkness.
You feel
I
it. I would say you feel the barrel as you're like getting out. You can feel that the lid can be opened.
Yeah, and it seems empty from the weight when
Well-
he collides, or
Well, there's something in there. It's like grain or something.
Okay, yeah, no, he's not gonna.
And
He'll start heading out.
It's not full or anything like that, but
Okay. Yeah, he'll kind of grab hold of Inith's arm and kind of whistle for Banja to get an idea of where Banja is, and then head out towards that. And so I imagine, if you want me to make a listening roll or anything, I don't know, but he'll kind of head out of the shadow and up to Banja and motion for Inith to hop up and motion for the others. Hurry, come on.
Emmy looks to
And
Dinatri
you
here.
probably see quite a lot of, like, a massive amount of blood running down his face.
No, there wasn't any blood. It was like in the gut. Like there's gonna be.
Oh, it was a gut shot.
bruise.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
it was like
cool.
it was a non-lethal because she doesn't
I thought
use
you
chi.
pecked him.
Like she punched you in the gut and made you fall, but it
Okay,
wasn't-
cool.
maybe like scraped his face a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Emmy
Then
looks-
he's not looking too bad.
Emmy looks.
He
super
is still
relieved.
hurting quite a lot.
Oh,
Sorry.
Emmy looks so relieved. She's like, "Oh my god, I thought I killed you. I have healing potions once we get out of here."
Just let's
Okay.
go.
Okay, I'm
God.
sorry.
oh god, what you
Fine.
doing?
How far away are the guards?
In 2 rounds they'll reach that point right there. So they're like still pushing through the crowd, but they are looking towards this direction. This isn't that far from the market, so they could be like coming towards the market area to
I mean,
look for you guys.
will they have seen me already?
Make it conceal.
It is very possible. Go ahead if you want to try. Let me see if you don't think you can beat this. I mean, make a perception check.
Okay, make a perception.
That's a good roll right there. You could beat that. It's a possibility.
Oh,
Hey, you don't think that they've seen you yet. You see the lead guard. He's like walking through people and pushing around, and he's like got a mission in his on his mind right now. But he's still like looking at people and stuff as he's walking. Like they're like looking at they're looking for somebody.
yeah. Noragar shakes his head and starts heading off in this direction. But I guess actually they're probably gonna catch up though, aren't they? I don't know. I guess we've got the crowds as an equalizing factor, so
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
you still have a chance to get away, you think,
Okay.
without encountering those guards. But those Templars still serve a problem. I mean, they're like right there.
yeah, that's a good point. Noragar thinks they're real. Okay, he decides that he's going to basically stay and defend his friends. So he takes up position here and takes up a defensive stance and calls to the others, "Run! I'll hold him off."
And LR.
Alright.
You notice Norgard does that.
Perfect. So, LR sees Dinatri come out of the darkness, whistle for Banja, and Banja's sort of heading over like the Lone Ranger kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think things seem to be diffused. Like I don't think he's aiming to run away.
Yeah, I mean he's brought Inith out with him if Inith was able to come with. But...
Okay. So LR's gonna run. I guess he could just actually walk. He walks to there, and says to Dinatri, "Give us the book now. I won't ask again."
What? I thought we had to leave. Fine. And you see him reach up as he's up on Banja again, or in the process of getting up on Banja again. Pulls the book from his pack.
Enith does make a comment, since it's 0 actions, she does say, I think he's the best to keep hold of it for now.
Perhaps still, though, it definitely is worth destroying.
We're not gonna be able to. I don't think.
Why?
I mean,
Wait.
you wanted to take it.
And yeah, Donatu looks off to the Templars. Perhaps we should go.
Yeah, there's Templars here. I'll help Norgar to fend them off. I can run really fast.
Ennis, come on.
Norigar's just yelling at you to go. They won't kill me. The guard are coming. You go.
Okay, just pay them off if you need to, because apparently they're shady.
Donatu has the book in his hand.
Yeah, he's held it out for Alar, yeah.
LR's gonna take it. Does Donatu let LR take it?
Yeah.
Alright, at that point, as soon as LR has his hands on it, he is going to drop the Sphere of Darkness and drop the Templar illusion.
So just as a kind of checkpoint here, we've done all this and we're back to square one.
We really are at this point. This is a pointless exercise in futility against this book. This book is too much for us.
The book was won.
And then,
Absolutely won.
We lost this fight.
LR's gonna cast a new illusion. Hopefully. Yeah, over here. In this area of some people, just random, like, cultists, so, a couple of the cultists in the purple robes, scrapping with, some of the unsavory types that we saw along the harbor. Just like a fist fight. A melee, a fracas happening here. This area. And LR will say, that should do for the guards. Let's go.
Okay, let's get out of here. Maybe we should quickly swing by the caravan, let them know we're leaving, and I think we should probably leave the city ahead of time.
Yes, and we should grab our friend as well.
Yeah. Let's just go. Let's just go real quick.
I'm going to see Kaleem.
I'll come with you.
You should all come with me, and then we'll leave the city.
Yeah.
All right, let's make it quick.
Norgar has a face like thunder, and he's...
Yeah, Emmy is just
I'm
looking over to
certainly coming.
Norgar, just very concerned about all of this. Like, they weren't able to stop any of it. They just made things worse. But Emmy will, as they're heading out, as they're hurrying, just narratively so we can get out of here, she will hand Donatu I think I have one of these. Let me double check my gear. I'm gonna hand you a heavy healing potion.
Yeah, he sees you push us forward towards him. Up on band. No, it's fine.
Just
really.
take it, please. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
No, Emmy, it's okay.
No, please. I want to do something.
I listen. I'll just sleep in the dark at nighttime. I'll be fine tomorrow.
Just put it in your
Trust
mouth.
Emmy,
put it in
I
your
imagine
mouth.
she's like, of course, as tall as she is, she's actually just shoving it in his
Just trying to
face
shove it.
as
Please
he's up
just
on the
put it in
howers.
your mouth.
He's like, I never liked that tooth anyway, don't worry.
Clang, clang, clang.
Fine, all right. And he takes it out of your hand and drinks it down.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's fine, really. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Really, it's okay.
There's heavy guilt that weighs on her now. You heal 50 hit points.
Yay!
LR will say, anything for nothing. But thank God the book didn't take over Noradar.
Yeah, or me. Either of us
Yeah.
would have been really bad.
Quite bad.
Let's just keep it in
So
your hands, Ellar.
you
can
said
do
we
better.
can't destroy it? Is that
I can try. Hang on, let me make a willpower check.
We can throw it in the fucking fire.
Is that high enough, Rogue, to resist the book or not?
No.
Yeah, so LR will say, I don't think it can be destroyed. I've read enough of it to know that it can't be destroyed. If you try it, just reforms.
Hmm.
I'm lying, so if you guys want to do detect lies, feel free.
For sure. Let's see here. I forget. Is that a perception skill, right?
It is perception based.
Okay, cool.
And what would I
Oh,
roll?
detect lies, yeah.
To,
Oh shit.
no-
Man, these rolls today.
That would be your charisma.
These fucking 20s. I swear to God.
Yeah,
What?
I am lying.
Yeah.
Very
Oh
obviously
my gosh.
lying.
Even that good. He was only,
Norgard doesn't say anything, but he just locks eyes with Ilar and gives him a long, flat stare. Doesn't say anything.
Denatru. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Denatru would actually be towards the back a little bit, I think, now, with Ilar sort of leading the charge up here. And is definitely signaling to Inith, in Anathnal Hall, the sign, he definitely doesn't look like he's not affected by it, but how do we get it if, we'd be affected by it, it's like... So I imagine they've got a bit of banter going back and forth of like, how the fuck are we supposed to even, get it from him if we can't get it from him?
Yeah. She signs back. Let's take it to the mage.
That's definitely for the best. Let's hope it goes well.
She's just got a worried look on her face, yeah, even as she says that. So do you guys want to take it to the mage? I put you guys down here because I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna do that or not.
Yeah, LR 100% wants to take it to Kaleem's, but not for the reason everyone else does.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so you guys are all cool with going to Kaleem's? Or as cool as you can be. Thinking of Norgar right there.
God. I'm so glad that someone convinced Denatru to stop, because he had so many other gadgets to get out of there.
It's quite a pickle. I enjoyed it. I'm glad no one was seriously injured, though.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
That's the most involved way, and actually the most fun way of doing nothing I've had in some time.
Right?
Yeah. It was the Benny Hill version of how to remove a cursed item.
Very much.
It really was. Oh my god.
With Denatru taking it out of her hands and she's looking at it from the horse.
And then we literally did nothing. It's just like, I feel like Emmy's gonna feel super guilty. Oh God.
Literally all that happened was you wasted a healing potion.
That's fine. You're worth it.
Aww.
I should
So
mention.
it is-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I should mention Emmy's technically stronger now. I have a +5 to hit, or I'm supposed to.
Oh my god.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
she's disgusting.
And it was just rolling bad, huh?
I rolled so bad.
That was brutal.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that I went with all defense boosts instead of health.
No, it was good though. Like defense boosts are
Yeah.
important.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think you've just shown why they're better.
Yeah.
Well, better.
Wow. Why they can
Good
be.
to have, definitely.
So it takes you guys some time, but you no random encounters. You get to the docks. You're able to pass by and see the Temple of the Maker one last time, and or maybe not one last time, but you cross the waters. You get to the Alchemist Island of Northwater, and walk the long road to the Temple of the Eternal Flame.
On the way there, could I have triggered my Awakened Jasper to recover mana?
Yeah, definitely. And you get to the gates, and no problem. The guards don't even question you. They know you by this time. Goliath, he lets you in, and he goes and he fetches Kaleem. There's the plenty of monkeys around here in the trees and in the garden in the courtyard, and Kalim comes down, and Toko is able to play with his friends once more, or play with her friends once more, and Kalim comes walking out with another monkey on his shoulder. My friends, I did not expect to see you return.
LR immediately stands forward and says, "We've decided that we're going to take the eye with us."
Oh,
No,
this is
what?
good
Wait.
news.
I thought we were going to get him to help us destroy the book. And he turns to Kalim and goes, "Have you ever burnt anyone alive?"
We're not burning anybody. It's just.
I just want to know who we were dealing with. Look me in the eye.
Oh. Well, I did burn that necromancer alive.
No, I mean
What?
like sacrifices and stuff.
Ah, the ancient rituals of the cult. No, he wouldn't say cult, sorry. He would say of my order, you know. Those were ancient times. The only ones who are burned now choose immolation to return to their gods. The sick, the old, and they wish to return to the flame. We do not force people to be burned.
Right. Norgar's looking a bit conflicted, but slightly relieved. And he goes, Ilar, we didn't agree to ask him for the eye. Did we, Emmy? We didn't, right?
No.
No.
We want him to help us destroy the book. I think, Ilar, that's the book talking.
It sounds like it.
We can't destroy this book. We're not going to.
Well-
Like, she's like saying that as like half-heartedly, being like trying to assure both Sinatru and LR, because it seems like they don't want it destroyed, but at the same time, you know. And she looks back to Kalim and says, we can't. It seems to have a hold over whoever grabs it, and they don't want to. They want to keep it safe. So, we just fought in the streets, and I nearly killed somebody. One of my friends.
I'm okay.
I know, but I could have killed you.
Well, it's the book's fault, not yours.
It's my.
Sorry, go ahead.
She's about to say something, but she's kind of just goes quiet. She seems still very racked with guilt.
He looks like surprised, a little bit worried at the same time, and then it seems like an epiphany, hits him, and he's like, "You possess the grimoire Deus Interfectorum. It is connected to Ijuhook's eye. You have the book with you now?"
Ella does, yes.
Boy, Amon, see?
It
And
seems.
LR will turn. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine. Go ahead.
LR will turn towards everyone else and say, "See, I told you the truth of it. They're connected. We need the eye then." It turns back to Kalim.
I don't think that would be wise. It sounds like.
No. It's not what we're doing, Ilar. Kalim, the book's got a hold over at least two of us. We want it destroyed.
I will take the book from you.
Well, how do we know it's not going to get a hold over you? We want it destroyed, not taken. Everyone wants to keep it safe because it gets a hold over them. We want it destroyed.
It was created by the cult of Ijuhook hundreds of years ago. It can be destroyed, but I must first figure out how to do such a thing.
How do we know it won't get a hold over you?
I mean, about as well as we know anyone else. But Lars done quite well, and Kanim seems.
Has Ilar done well?
Well,
I mean, he's done better than the rest of us, but
What if,
You're
That's
not
part of it.
right, Ella. It's got a hold over you.
what if, what if we, because Kaleem, you gave us a box of some sorts to keep the eye when we found it, so it wouldn't corrupt us. Do you think you could give us another one of those boxes for the book, and then we could take both things to that person that you were speaking of that's in Warmfire?
Do we need to do that though?
Oh,
We
aye,
could
that's a good
just-
idea.
I don't
Yeah.
know. To be
The
honest,
book wants
I
it,
don't
so I
know.
think it's not.
If we
Perhaps we just put it in the box.
No, Emmy's right. We should take them both. We should put them both. The eye, we should put it in the box that
I think
that
that makes
Colleen gave
more
us to
sense.
for, and then we should put the book in another box. Yes, that's exactly what we should do. Good idea, Emmy. Yes, that's what we should do.
I don't know. Eller just seems to have a good handle on these things.
It seemed a good idea until Ella agreed, because if Ella's agreeing, the book's agreeing. Don't like any of this.
I'm very confused.
Kaleem, his eyes seemed to brighten up as the minute Emmy mentioned the box, you know, and he smiles and then he starts to like listen to the banter of everybody arguing and then he nods and he says, "The book is dangerous, just as Ijuhuk's eye is. I was hoping that you would take this item, well, now both items, to the Nine Towers.
We just have to be going to the 9 towers, so that works out great. That's where our caravan was going. So yeah, give us the box. We'll take the both, and then we'll take them to the 9 towers. That'll be perfect.
What's at the Nine Towers, Kaleem?
Nine Towers. That is where the Archmages are, and the one who trained me. She could destroy these items, I am sure.
Sorry, but would they though?
I believe truly that she would. It has been her quest for some time to find them and destroy them.
Definitely trying to get a read on this.
Yeah, can I try detect lies on that as well?
Yeah.
Emmy's distraught. I've put her down one thing on the mental thing because I think she's very upset.
Yeah, that was definitely. Detect lies of 6, is that what that is? And perception of 13?
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Yeah, Donachi kind of looks towards Norgar. I think maybe this. I really don't know if we should keep it with us, though.
If we can get those boxes, is there more than one chest?
Indeed, the chest of anti-magic. I could place these items in there for you, and you could take them.
All right.
Yeah, we should do that. Just we can't look at it or touch it or use it. Any of those things. We'll just keep them safe. Alar, we'll keep them away.
Yeah, perhaps if they bring out the book and then Lar just drops the book into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, Alar, if you want to hold on to the chest with the book in it, I'll hold on to the chest with the eye in it.
I could take the one with the book in it.
We
already know I can't destroy it, right, Ella?
I don't know if he's gonna let you take it. No, I don't know if we can hear you friendly.
Alar says, "No, I think I'll hold on to the book."
Thought you might say that.
Can we just put it in the chest though? Just for
You can put it in the chest and hold the chest.
Why, I'm on.
Okay. Thank you.
Kaleem says, "So you will agree to do this quest for me?"
Yeah, we will. We'll take the
We
eye.
will.
I am sorry for any dangers it would bring to your company.
It's probably
But-
gonna bring a lot.
But you will be taking these dangers away and putting them to rest for eternally. And possibly save many lives.
Oh, that's a bonus. For
If
sure.
we can, then it's all worth it.
Yeah.
LR says, anything for nothing, Colleen, but could you sort of spread rumors that we brought the book to you and that you have the book and the eye still? Because that fella down at the Cathedral of Divinities, and I, as a player, I'm forgetting the character's name. Sorry. But LR, I'm sure remembers the Eldrin's name.
Aldarin.
Aldarin. He's corrupt. His aura is running with black veins. He wants the eye, and he wanted the book, and he tried to murder us in the streets for it. So if he thinks you have it, that might give us a few days to get out on the road. Give us a head start.
He tried to murder you.
Aye.
This is not good. For the church has the power to influence the magistrate. This is not good at all. They might be sending the city guards for you right now.
Oh no. Yeah, just hurry up and give us the eye. We need to leave, like now. The guard's already after us. We need to go.
Do you
Yeah.
think they'll stop the others?
Oh shit. Yeah, we gotta go back to the wagon. We gotta go
But
back.
we can't. We have to go to the sewers, right?
You can go to the sewers. I can't leave Delius
Right.
and the kids behind.
But not for
Yeah.
you. Hammond's gonna bring our friend, and LR gives a wink, to that place that we discussed, and you can get the message to Hammond to take back to everyone else that we've made our own way out of the city. So like they don't worry for us or wait.
Yeah, because they're looking for you, LR, specifically. So if we can get you out, then I think
Good idea.
hopefully we'll be okay. Norgard,
Yeah. Maybe you take the book and I take the eye, and the rest of you go do what you got to do.
yeah, if you two leave early, Inathaya and I, or maybe Inathaya can go with you. I don't want to speak for
All right,
you,
let's-
Inathaya, but I need to make sure Delius and the kids are okay. I can't just leave ahead of them.
Here, wait, actually, Inith, if you could, and he pulls her aside a little bit and presses a small piece of paper into her hand. Here, take this. Go with Emmy. Make sure the others are safe. And well, you'll see. It'll be fine.
She looks at you like a question forming on her face. What are you doing?
I have to get Ponty. I forget how.
Cronius?
I'm just going to. Yes. I have to get him
Yes.
out, and Ilar needs to leave as well, undercover. So I'll take them through the sewers and such. You just go with Emmy. Trust me. And read the piece of paper, but not here. Trust me, it's a secret. They'll be
She
happy.
nods.
LR will say to Emmy, be sure to check on Dre for me,
Yeah,
won't ya?
I will, of course. And if anything is gonna happen or anything comes up, I know they're guards and everything, they're city guards, but I will beat the shit out of them. Don't worry. Make sure nothing happens to Dre.
Everything that I have that's important to me other than Dre is already in my caravan wagon.
Alright, we'll make sure that it's that it gets out. I promise. We'll meet you on the other side. Just be careful.
And Goliath brings the chest. He opens it up. And Kaleem nods to LR to place the book in there.
Have they brought out the Eye of Edgehook yet?
It's in the chest as well.
Okay.
Norrigar's
So-
going to go and stand next to the
Oh,
chest. to keep an
no!
eye.
LR
He
goes
wants
to
to
put
keep
the
an
book
eye.
in the chest, and he snatches the chest and makes an illusion and tries to escape.
Damn it!
Norrigar tries to rugby tackle him as soon as
Okay,
he sees
awesome.
him casting a spell.
More initiative.
Everybody roll.
Because he didn't realize he was going to do that, but he thought he might not drop the book, so he was ready for something.
Yeah. Norgar, you get a +5 initiative for guarding.
Nice.
Nice. Oof.
Um,
Damn it, Ella.
Please roll well.
No. Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god. Yes. I saw it coming. I was like, oh, the moment that chest comes out, I was like, something bad's gonna happen. I don't know what. And it's like, oh, of course he's gonna grab the fucking eye.
Alright,
yeah, I was
who
sorry
gets
to
first?
talk over you, friendly, but I figured you were probably going to say something fast. I wanted to make sure that we got that
No,
in.
it's perfect that we're talking over each other, and since I love it.
Just, ah!
So he reaches. LR's reaching for it. You obviously see that he's going for it, and you were prepared. So what does Norgar do?
Yeah, Norrigar, actually probably the easiest thing to do, and the most effective way to stop him. And he's not going to try to do it that hard, but he's just going to slam the chest shut before he can grab it out of there.
Yeah. I think just that action right there is enough to like snap LR out of it for a minute, and for Kaleem to like take notice. He says, "This thing has a greater hold on you than I had known."
We break its hold on him. Illa, you got to snap out of it.
There must be something we can do. Maybe some other way to protect ourselves?
I will.
Is there a separate chest, Kaleem? Do you have another one?
Indeed. I will. I will give you something, LR, to take with you. A potion. Perhaps it'll help. You must leave, though, immediately. And LR nods to Goliath.
Kaleem.
This time he doesn't bring another chest, but he brings an anti-magic bag. And he says, "I am sorry. I should lock this item and give a key to you." And hands the key over to Norgar.
So Norrigar's got a ton of pouches, and but he takes it and he pulls a pouch out from inside his armor and puts the key in there and then slides it back down inside his armor again.
And he says, as he gives LR the potion, and he says, "Trust in your friends. They mean to help you. You will all need your strength. United as one."
So LR is able to get it together enough to put the book into the bag.
Yeah.
And then once it's in the anti-magic bag and it's sealed, is the hold broken?
You feel like way better, yeah. After that, that it's in the anti-magic bag. It's almost like it keeps the pull, from being so strong. He also mentions that the anti-magic, the bag, the box, they will protect it from scrying as well. I am sure Alderan will be watching, so you must move quickly to get out of the city. I am sorry that I cannot protect you from the city guard. They could just as easily throw me into prison. But I will do what I can.
Thank you, Kaleem.
Thanks.
No,
think-
thank you.
I think as soon as the book's grip lets go of LR, his like all of the stress and anxiety that he's been dealing with this afternoon, like he was kept going on the adrenaline that was being fueled to him by the book. So I think at this point he just literally falls down, collapses to his hands and knees, and look, possibly the worst asthma, hacking, coughing fit that any of you have seen at this point. Just gasping, his lips turn blue, blood spraying out. It's like it's all hit them at once.
Yeah, Denatri dropped down next to him to kind of help as much as, is really viable. It seems quite bad. Are you going to be okay?
And I think LR is unable to speak, but he will make a hand sign, sort of a warding gesture, like warding off the evil eye, and point at the bag.
Denatri kind of nods. Don't worry. We'll be able to ride to the sewers on Banja. We'll get through. No one will know.
All right.
While actually Ila's in the middle of that and Denatriu's comforting him, making sure they can't see just in case the book has any hold on them still, and if possible making sure that Inithia can't see either, Norigar is going to pull that key out from under his armour surreptitiously and kind of quietly hand it to Emmy and whisper, "Keep it safe."
She'll nod and put it into one of her many packs that she has.
Just hopefully that way, even if the book gets a hold on them again, they'll try and take the key from the wrong person.
Kaleem smiles at you all as you all are leaving. And he says, "Keep the fires high, my friends.
You as well.
And may whatever god you pray to watch over you."
Thank you, Kaleem. Stay strong.
And may he watch over you too. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. It's fine.
So, heading out into the city, taking off,
I think.
doing all
Yeah,
that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think
No, it's fine.
Denatri and Ella are taking Banja out and off, but Emmy and I guess Norgar, if he wants to, and Inithia are gonna head back very quickly to the caravan to try and get people moving. Like, hey, we have to go.
Yeah. When Inith looks at that paper, she'll find that it is a very finely detailed, small little handwritten map to a very, very nice secluded waterfall location outside of the city on the path we plan to go.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And any closing RP there? How you escape the city of Northwater?
Are the guards after us? Sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh yeah. I mean, for Denatriu's part, Denatriu with Alar and Toko and Banja, surely ride quite swiftly and quietly through the city as dusk falls, I assume, or whatever time of day it is. Meeting up with our pig farmer friend, who has our Minotaur friend whose name I can't remember either.
Petronius.
Petronius, right? Yeah.
Petronius.
69!
Oh
yeah!
my god.
So, Emmy and Inith,
69.
How many groups do we have here? Are you? Is there Denatriu is going with?
I think it's mostly just Denatriu, Ilar, and Petronius to get them out safely.
Yeah.
Right. And they're going through those sewer exits, and then kind of through the forest to meet back up on the road with the others.
And then the other group is Norgar, Inith, Emmy.
And probably Delius. Once we meet up with him.
Well, Delius and Dre.
Everybody else.
Everybody.
At the caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say once you get back to the market area, you do notice some guards like looking around and stuff, but you're able to kind of slip past them. You find out that they've already left. So the wagons are at the front gate for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And you meet up with Servault, who tells you the guards did come looking for you, but he told them that you weren't there. So as you guys take off and leave the city, you can do a little RP for closing if you want to. If anybody has anything else to say.
When they, of course, Emmy will tell Dre that LR is okay, that they're meeting us just outside the city. Everything's fine, like, Denatriou is taking care of them, and everything. Just putting people's minds at ease. I think Emmy will be riding kind of in the back of the wagon for a bit. Still twirling that ring on her pinky, and kind of looking back inside the wagon, which probably the kids are hanging out inside for comfort, just watching Northwater slowly slip and disappear into the distance.
I think in the sewers, as LR is taking off his boots and his new, leggings and all that sort of stuff. All the nice new clothing that he purchased in Northwater, so that he can wade through sewage water without getting it all gross and disgusting. He takes his first step down into this sewage water and he looks up at Denatriou and says, "Anything for nothing, but this is exactly the way I should be leaving this city. This place is a sewer. It's rotten and corrupt and it stinks of filth, and I'll be glad to be free of it."
I understand. And don't worry, the water cleans up a lot towards the exit. You'll see. The different waterways come together quite nicely. Are you feeling all right? I got the sensation of being pulled by the book, but I can't imagine with how long you've had it.
Mostly, right now, I just feel embarrassed.
Don't. I think everybody saw how powerful that book actually was, how much stress you must have been under. We're here. He looks at LR with a smile and then kind of back towards Petronius, and of course he's leading Banja at the moment. How are you feeling, Petronius? You doing alright in the sewer? I hope you don't mind the smell too much.
He is, he seems happy to leave, and he does seem kind of like wary of LR for some reason. Like nervous looks towards LR sometimes. And he says, "I would be happy to get out of here. This place has too many wizards."
I suppose... He kind of looks back almost past Petronius, almost up through the stones and all the brick and the rushing water, as if to stare at some picturesque vista of the city, remembering his time and the terrors, really, they've encountered while here, but also his quite peaceful time hunting and trapping in the forest. Perhaps there's a bit of light and dark to each, but I think it's for the best. We get back to the road. I've been longing for it.
And he looks to LR and he says, "Do you know that spell that makes people go to sleep?
No, friend, I cannot make you go to sleep.
Good. That spell sucks. And anything from Norgar as you guys are leaving? Anybody else?
Norigar is just kind of trudging along behind Emmy. He normally follows her through crowds because she's so much better at getting through them, but this time he's carrying the chest. He's got a kind of blanket over it, one of his many blankets. But even though it's not that heavy to him, he looks like he's carrying a weight. Because he's really feeling a weight of responsibility with this. If the book did this to his friends, what could the eye do? And what would happen if they failed in their responsibility to get them destroyed? So that's weighing on him very heavily at the moment. So he trudges along behind Emmy, deep in thought. Because at the back of his mind is still the fact he's never come to terms with the fact he felt he failed to protect Marty. And he worries, will he fail at this again?
And as you guys get in the wagons and back with the company of the Timber Anvil, you ride off and see the city of Northwater in the distance and are ready for the changes to come ahead. And we'll end it there.